Good morning.
We might get some sales on this Freaky Friday.
I'm actually currently in sales right now.
Oh, nice.
So, welcome everybody to the #1 New York session stream here. It's a Friday here, and on a Friday, I would want to remind everyone not to take dumb trades. Don't overtrade. If you've taken one trade, Friday, I would want to remind everyone not. Oh, there's a double volume over there. So if you've taken one trade for the day, like in the London session or Asian session, just don't focus on taking another trade in New York session. You know, you have your profits for the week. Protect those profits. Looks like price is coming down till 136,680, but you know, I would just say, like, if you're not in sell at this point, then there's no point in looking for a sell because the move has already been, you know, it's coming down. All right, so what I'm gonna do is Gulag is working fine. We're all up and running. All the Gulaggers are here. Wow, this analysis I sent yesterday before the Asian session on the daily, it worked out to the T. Candle coming down. Wasn't really expecting it to cross 136,900, but it did. It's coming down more, so it is what it is. It's also a 4-hour support at this point. So this was a support which was being held yesterday in New York Open. And then again, this support was held before New York close. We broke this support at Asian session. And I guess this was the retest earlier on after London Open. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Ooh, GP cat cells. Very nice. Still coming down. See, this is the thing with high, like the thing is with high volatile pairs, that some of these pairs, they don't really do retests. They just continue on moving. And that's something you learn by watching it over and over again. You know, like GJ, sometimes it does no retest, just continues moving because, like, you know, there's a lot of volume over there. Let's take a look at gold. See what gold's doing on a Friday. See what the news is doing on a Friday. All right, we had a lot of Euro news. We have like £2 news. They were all like, you know, bad, neutral, good, bad. So it should be a regular Friday. It shouldn't be any Freaky Friday. I mean, looking at the weekly here. Now, this weekly candle is bullish, right? It also rejected this weekly resistance. Now, if we want to remove all analysis and do fresh analysis over here, weekly, this is the thing, right? This weekly candle, now before it closes, it can either continue down to make like a bigger wick, or it can continue up to kind of like make this wick smaller. But we don't know what's going to happen. So we have to look at some technical levels here. So looking on the daily time frame, looking at the daily is coming down from a possible resistance, which was also a high made at 137,550, and now it's coming down. So we don't know whether it's gonna, you know, continue down to this base at 136,400, like 40 more pips, or is it just gonna start retracing to create a wick before it closes? So again, we gotta look at the small time frames now. Looking on the 4-hour, what we do have is this support at 136,700, and if you break down the support, the next area of support is that 136,500 area, like this whole liquidity area here to the left hand side on the 4-hour. Now we got to look at it in more detail on the 1-hour time frame, because it seems like we had a support up over here from yesterday, and then we retested that area to continue down. So we don't know whether we're going to break the support or not. So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame here, and looking at the 1-hour, we do see that there is a support at this point. So yeah, perfect. So I think we'll need to break the support to continue down over to this area. And I think as price continues down to these areas over here to the left hand side, these little support areas, I think with the volume in New York session, we should just ease through these areas and come down towards, you know, I'd say 136,400, like 40 more pips below this area, 35, 40 pips. Back to winning trades after 2 losing days. No overtrading, just trading one volume period. Oh, let's take a look here. Support in NY, Asian broke support. Small body candles showing low volume, beautiful. Support formed, entry. Oh man, amazing. Amazing. This is the same move, I think Daniel also took this move. Like I was watching his stories when I woke up in the morning. And you guys had buys in the London session. Jeevan and gang also had buys in the London session here. Beautiful. Alright, let's take a look here. If I'm reading too much into it. Yeah, I think you're over analyzing here. These are too many zones, too many colors. It's too much happening. Whenever you're looking at a chart, you're only focusing on the most recent support and the most recent resistance, right? When you got the most recent resistance, most recent support, then it becomes easier, right? Because now you got to say that, okay, I have these most recent areas, and if price breaks one of these most recent areas, like let's say if price breaks above 137, right? Where is price most likely to go? So you look left, you're like, okay, there's a consolidation over here, so maybe price can come up to this point over here. Same thing if you're looking at a support and you're like, okay, if price breaks support, where's the most likely area it can go? Then you're like, okay, there's a minor area over here, minor area here. But if you look at the higher time frame, you're like, okay, well, there's a clean traffic down till 136, 550, 560, and that's it. And then you just wait. Like for example, right now we're in a range over here, and if you measure this range, this is a 30 pip range, right? So price is ranging in this range, and I think you'll have to wait for price to break out of this range. Just got off a 20-hour shift. Oh, smoking a backwood and just enjoying life. Yeah, man. Fridays are to enjoy. Most people spend Fridays trying to look for trades, over trading. No, Fridays are meant to enjoy. We're going to have a guest here soon. And then when the guest comes here, we're going to have some more good times. So far, he hasn't read my message yet, so we're going to wait. All right, let's take a look at this. This is GJ 30-minute chart. First entry gone bad right over here. Okay, second chance entry after the 30-minute candle closed. I think the stop was too big at this time. Yeah, I think the stop was too big. Let's just let's take a look over here. So this was on the 30-minute. Oh, it was right here. Okay, so yeah, I think it worked out over here. It came down. But let's measure this range. Was the range enough? Yeah, like a 17, 18 pip range. Still pretty good. All right, my thoughts on EJ, Freaky Fridays also, so I'll manage risk even more today. All right, let's take a look here. Your JPY, we have a resistance up over here. I'm looking for a price closing above, making a support here, and then I will enter long. Gotta be cautious looking left. Yes, so I think instead of having a zone up over here, I think this is going to be a good target right over here as well. Above 124, 300 at this area here. So let me pull up, okay, let's just break down gold here first, right? Let's go towards the daily, let's remove all analysis, and let's take a look at gold. So gold is not in a good position on the daily time frame. This is not a good position at all. So if you go to the 4-hour time frame, on the 4-hour seems like it's coming up over here, and as it's coming up over here, yeah, I felt like a sneeze was coming up on my side as well. So we're going to continue here. Yes, it seems like it can come up towards 1913, but if you look on the 1-hour time frame, let's take a look here. So 1 hour is basically ranging, right? And it's approaching a support which price formed earlier, and then there was a resistance up here at 1919. So this is going to be a very tricky area here, because now we have this minor resistance on the 30-minute time frame. We're creating a support down over here, and if we're looking for price to break above 1911, then I think it can potentially come up towards 20 pips, 25 pips. So we're going to see what happens. Oh, hey, Mr. Wilson. Hey. Oh, some of the language I don't understand.
Smeared him.
Yeah. You said we're in a 30 pip range on GJ. Does it still qualify as a range when it's creating a low, found resistance, retest the low? So basically, if price is in this range, right, and if you look at the 30-minute time frame, this is not an easy range. And the reason why I say it's not an easy range is because if you look at the previous candles, like, this one had a big liquidity wick, so this means there was some sort of a rejection over here. We have some sort of consolidation here because candles are printing side by side. This kind of formed right next to it, this kind of formed right next to it, right? So that's consolidation here. So, I mean, even if it's making a low over here, I don't think taking a trade in this range would be a good idea. I think a clean trade that I would want to look for personally, I would want to look for something very easy. And I think that easy trade could be below 136, 720, 730 to come down into this range over here. So that's something I'm going to execute on if I'm going to execute on something. So let me put an orange line right over here. Yeah. So if price breaks below, I'm going to be looking to take sells down to, 136, 470, 460. Buys are going to be a little difficult because, like this range is not clean on the small time frames. Even on the 1 hour looks cleaner, but it has a lot of mess over it. Once we come above 137, there's also a lot of consolidation here to the left hand side. So I'm probably not going to look at that as well. So, there's a lot of issues as price starts to come up. So whenever you're looking for trades, look for easy trades. Like, sometimes we can overthink and we can overanalyze some small trades in small ranges, but realistically, you always got to look for like clean range. So this is a clean range down here. If you look on the 4 hour time frame as well, so I think that's going to be a pretty good idea to look for sells. Nice shirt. Oh, thanks. Sorry if you don't want to talk about it, bro, or you didn't see it. Talking options talks about you in the last video. Yeah, that's fine. We've had her on the stream once, and I think we're gonna have her again as a guest. It was a pretty good time. Why are you trading on this Friday? I'm not trading on this Friday. Well, I'm not in a trade. Don't mark out recent support resistance. Don't get too much back in time. Mark your important zones and high time frames. Is it true that funding talent coming in next Friday? Yes. So we're going to have them as a guest next Friday to answer some questions and, just a catch up of what's happening. Because we had them as a guest back in July, and we're going to have them back again. It's good to see who's doing what, in this Forex space and what kind of businesses they're running and what kind of value they're providing. So I think the streams are good in a way that you can have those people on and then they can discuss of the work they do and the business they do and why they're different than someone else. So, that's a pretty good thing we've made over here. All right, let's take a look at this chart here from the Gulag. Oh, what's this? GJ 15-minute price test previous support. Entry over here, added position, and price continue down to this next support here. Beautiful. Before introducing impulse entries, were you just primarily looking at candle closes? Yes. I spent a long time, just waiting for candles closes and executing just based on those ideas. The impulse entries ideas, it came from me missing trades because, I'd be trading GPGPY, and sometimes, GPGPY when it breaks, it really does retests, and I would be always missing those moves. And then I said, okay, like, you know what? How could I have been a part of that move? Even if I missed that move, even if I was kind of like waiting for that move to happen and I missed it because there was no retest or candle didn't close the way I wanted to close. So then you have to be a little creative and start to see that, okay, how could I have caught that move? Like a really good example is going to be right over here, right? So price came down to a potential support to the left hand side, and then you had candle close like a weak bullish candle. Someone takes a buy, it didn't really work, and then when candle closes bullish like this, you're waiting for a candle to close, but it keeps on moving. When it keeps on moving, you're like, okay, well, I missed this trade. How could I have been in this trade? What could I have seen, or what could I have paid attention to that would have made sense for me to be in this trade? And the only thing I can see from this point is that, okay, well, since we were in a London session, so London session has a lot of volume here. Someone's talking about order blocks. We're not talking about order blocks. We're talking about how volume affects price action in different times of the trading day, right? So this is the London session, and we know in London session there's a lot of volume. So before we moved into the London session, if we see candles were printing side by side, which means price is ranging, right? Which also means there was no volume. So when does price break out of consolidation? Whenever there's a lot of volume in the market, right? So London open, and I think once this candle broke the high right over here, I think that could have been an impulse entry, anticipating volume from the London session to continue price moving on. That's the only way I see someone could have been in this trade. So what's this? But your core trades for the last years are based on candle closes. Impulse are more recent. Yes. I started doing impulse trades just maybe like 4 months ago. 4 months ago, after testing in them for about 3-4 months. So I spent 3-4 months just watching of what's happening, how could I have executed on it, and then I started trading. When someone new comes in, they all of a sudden go towards impulse trades. So it takes time, man. It takes time. Making money takes time. Understanding how price is moving in different times and different sessions, it takes time. Also like developing that intuition when there's going to be volume in a market, understanding that also takes time. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, this is some nice labeling over here. Let's take a look. We have support form right over here. Price close on the support when price to make resistance. Oh, sell stops. Secured 80% 11 pip stops to break even. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, this is really good. Really good based on a 15-minute time frame. All right. How do you analyze the minor resistance in Asian session in 30-minute? Could have scared somehow. I don't understand what that means. How do you analyze minor resistance in 30-minute? I think you need to send a chart on what you're basically talking about. Okay, let's take a look at this chart over here. When there are multiple support resistance levels with small ranges in between, do we consider them? So basically, you're just looking at the most recent one, right? I mean, on the 30-minute, we have, all right, let's see what's going on over here again. Yeah, so you're looking at this major one on the top. This one, it's just very small, tiny, right? So you're basically ignoring this. You're looking at the bigger one right over here. Okay, creating resistance, entry at the break of previous candle low. Okay, close 50% and another 50% based on break of the high. Can you please check that? Just let me. Yeah, it's still good. So you basically closed that you were not comfortable, so that's why you closed, So if you close 50%, then I think you should have left the 50% running instead of closing it all out. Let's see here. What do you think about sells looking left? Yeah, I think sells should play out if you break down the support. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Ooh, Max bet his mate today. Looks like he didn't go to bed last night. Man's been awake trading London session. Alright, let's take a look at your JPY. Oh, these levels are being held here. Let's do fresh analysis here on the daily. So daily candle is basically rejecting that support it tapped into. I think that support was tapped into in the Asian session here. So we're rejecting the support. Let's go towards the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour is entering an big block of consolidation right over here. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, 1 hour is also coming up to this resistance area here. This is where things get tricky, right? So yeah, this is where things get tricky. Like either we want to look at this area here, or either we want to look at this area here. So these areas now become subjective, right? Because as price is coming up, you know, it can start reacting to this area here, or it can come up a little bit more, and then it can start reacting to this area here, or it can come up a little bit higher and then start reacting over here. So I think this is going to be the last area where it should react, and then you could possibly look for a move coming up towards this area right over here. You know, so at this stage, you're just waiting to see how price reacts as it moves into this entire area in this zone over here between 124 150 and, like, you know, 124 even here in this 15 pip range. What's the best thing to do when we see market like EJ now, Raja? I think what you need to do is you need to send a chart, and that chart should explain what you think you should do, and then we can break that down to see if that would really work or not. Right? Because if I map out what I would do, maybe that may not resonate with someone else, you know, because we're all very, very different. You know, I mean, obviously we can have the same destinations, but our mindset of how price should reach there should be extremely different. So, you know, just as I explained, this is a big range over here. So I'm going to be looking to see how price reacts as it comes into this range and then breaks above over here. But then again, it's a Friday. I'm not going to be forcing myself to look for trades. If someone thinks that they're getting anxiety about entering a trade or looking for a trade, I would advise just close the stream, just leave, and just have a good, safe Friday. Because trust me, overtrading on a Friday and losing your weekly profits on one day, man, that's the most dumbass thing you can do. Trust me. I've done that. I've seen people do that, and it just makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Is there a trading view simulator? I'm curious if you prefer to use MetaTrader sim opposed to a possible TV simulator. I use the regular Forex simulator. Is Thai coming anytime soon? Yes. You know, between the hours of, within this hour, I think he should be here, so we'll see. Hey, when you open calc on magic keys, it always opens a long position. How do you configure to open bearish position, having more move lines on the mouse? So when you're operating magic keys, there's a button, there's a change symbol button. So if you press it, it's gonna swap your buys to sells and vice versa. You know, so if you go right over here, I'll show you. magickeys.trade. You go towards features, you go towards key description, you scroll all the way down. See this here, this button right here, under change symbol. When calculator is on screen, it will allow for quick toggling between buy and sell trades. So all you got to do is go to the website of the product you're using and go to a page which tells you these functions right over here. Very simple analysis, right? That's how we look for trades. We do analysis. What do you think about SSL channel? I have no idea what that means. Ty the YouTuber trader? Yes, Ty the YouTuber trader. Last time he came on, he started teaching some dance moves, so I think it's pretty interesting. Let's see what happens here again. Are the magic keys getting shipped today? Yes, magic keys get shipped every Saturday. So yeah, I mean, we're just ranging over here. Gold is also ranging over here. Man, I was watching this movie last night, and then I realized there was Trump and Biden's speech, and I missed it, and I had to watch the highlights later on. I hope people don't vote for Biden, man. I feel bad for the people in the US. I mean, if this was in Canada and he was raising taxes, holy, no way. Can you believe it? 50%, 58% tax? Crazy.
62 New York.
62% in New York. That's like mafia stuff, man.
Yeah, here in New York it's gonna be 62%.
But how much you got to make to pay 62%?
Oh, I think over like 200K,
Nah, it's 400.
400.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last year I made 220, so it was like 30%, 20 something percent.
So wait, is that on corporate tax or is that like straight whatever you do?
Out of the AGI, yeah,
Straight whatever you do.
sure, whatever you do.
Don't move
Yeah,
to New
but-
York, Roger.
Right. So don't move over here. I don't want you here.
Wow.
But the 400, okay, so the 400, it doesn't matter if you raise it to 400 or 500. Like if you got a good accountant, you're gonna find the loopholes. So we had Trump who only paid $750 in tax. You know.
747.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you could raise it to $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. There's always a loophole in the tax law.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like here in Canada, I paid 13% corporate tax, and then if income goes above 500,000, then it jumps up to like 17%. So when I heard 60% and 40, I'm like, wow, man, that's a lot. It's only for people that make over 400,000. Oh, they're taxing the rich. Okay. Doesn't make sense, man. Everyone should pay the same amount of tax. If the rich have to pay 60%, 40%, I think everyone else should pay that amount as well. Because, I mean, the rich got rich because they work hard. Like, work smart. But then again, like, you know, when you have doctors and doctors making, let's say a doctor's salary is 300,000, man, they pay a lot of tax right off the bat as well. What y'all think about gold? I think gold is in a range between 1908 and 1911. So gold needs to break out of this area to continue on to the next area at 1930. If it breaks down, then it should continue down towards, 1906. Can you take a look at this trade right before the stream? Well, usually we don't look at past trades on the Gulag, but since it's a Friday, we're going to do whatever you want. Whatever you want today on a Friday. Oh, no. Waited for 30-minute candle to close below and entered as a candle flip bearish. Close 50% at 10 pips, close 50% at 1 pip to avoid the drawdown. Oh, nice, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. You should have closed maybe 80% at 10 pips too because we were approaching a support, right? If you were in a sell and we were approaching support and we know that price should bounce from support, instead of closing 50%, I think you should have closed 80% or 90% at that time. if this support was down over here and you had clean candles, then closing 50% would make sense, because then you could say, okay, you know what, price can continue on further. But when there was no range, then, So would you suggest taxing a single mother making 35? Man, now people are getting sensitive over here. Man, you guys aren't allowed to be in the gulag. I think there should be a sensitivity test for the snowflakes who come on the live streams. People take things too personally, man. Just chill out, relax, take your shirt off, just cool down, I mean, damn. Hey, I'm currently trading with a small amount of money. The problem is often I leave a runner after 10 pips that stops at BE and often get at BE. That's perfectly fine. Also construct commission fees. Do you have any thoughts on this? Yeah, so like the thing is, when I have trades running at break even, right? I leave all my trades at break even, all my trades every time, And if I'm going to leave 10 trades at break even, I'd say like 7 or 8 of the trades are going to always hit break even all the time. Like maybe 1 or 2 they keep on running. So it's a probability, right? This is why swing trades never worked for me, right? Because I'd be taking swing trades and I would see that, okay, most of the times my trade would go in profits for about 15 to 20 pips. And then it would always come back in drawdown because I was looking at the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame. And it would stay in drawdown for a little while, a couple of hours, maybe a day or two. And then it was slowly coming back, started into profits, right? So I started to look at that. I'm like, okay, you know what? If I'm taking swing trades and most times it's going in profits, that means I can secure profits 100% of the time at like 10, 15 pips. And then I can leave a runner at break even, because if price starts to continue going on, there's a small probability that's going to happen. And if I can get that probability, then that runner, sometimes it makes as much profit as I secured at securing 10 pips. So always let runners run, because that one time when you close a runner and price keeps on running, you're like, oh man, should have left a runner over here. Every time I leave a runner, it gets stopped out, and that one day I decide to close the runner, it continues going. So I always leave a runner running, even if it's 10%, if it's like 20% of the position, whatever. I always keep a runner going because you never know. Got a message from my contact in China. We were talking about the virus thing, and everything's back to normal in China. When do you finally close the runner? Finally, depends. Sometimes when it's up like 30 pips, 35 pips, basically I see like if it's approaching a higher time frame zone, then I'm going to decide to close it, or if I'm leaving for the day, I'm going to decide to close it. But if I'm taking that overnight, then I'm just going to put it at break even and let it run. Yeah. Yes, sir. My discipline was good this week. I've only placed 4 trades this week and I've had 1 loss. Oh, beautiful, man. I feel proud of myself because I knew I had the discipline in me. Today, I don't know if I'll execute. I think today, just call it a day, because you've had an amazing, amazing week. I think there's this chemical reaction that goes in our mind. When we're on a very, very disciplined streak, and we're winning trades through discipline, there's this chemical reaction goes sometimes in our mind that when we lose that one trade, something triggers in our head, and then we start man, guys just go apeshit on the charts. There's this one thing just turns, and then it's just trade after trade after trade after trade, and then the day ends, you're like, oh man, like I went to war with the market today and I lost. So one time you went to war with the market, and then you went to war with yourself, because you took a loss. You wanted to make that loss back. It was a Friday as well. So, so just got to chill over here. Revenge trading is a MF. Yes, that's true. I'm in this GU trade, 30-minute. What do you think? All right. Someone's in trade over here. So I think on Fridays, what we should do mostly is try to help people get out of drawdown. So if you're in massive drawdowns, mark that chart up, send it over, and we're going to see how we can get you out of that drawdown, or if that trade even makes sense or not. All right, impulsive entry, expecting to make a new high with London volume, retraced quick, so closed before touching my stop loss. Yeah, I think it was a bad entry because the one thing is, this is good for education too, right? So listen carefully here. We obviously had a range over here, and then this candle broke up and then it retraced back in, right? So this whole area becomes like hot lava because candle previously tried to go up, but it came back in. Next, when you entered over here, you entered on a very high probability that price can reject this area again back down. So instead of taking an impulse entry, you needed a candle to close above this area. Waited for more than an hour order to change my bias. Okay, you changed your bias, secured 11 pips and leaving the rest run. It's beautiful, man. Perfect. So now you're going to put your stops at break even and let the rest run. If it hits you at break even, that was your trade for the day. If it continues running, then bonus. bonus. Give me a B. Give me a O. Usually, how much profit do you secure when we hit 10 pips? Do you have any rule? Yeah, when I hit 10 pips, I secured 10 pips. So the profit depends on your lot size, right? $10, $15. If you look at the charts fundamentally, if you just look at the charts, you'll see that usually the 30-minute candles or the 1-hour candles, they're usually like 15, 20 pips, right, on the GJ. So if you measure right over here, so let's measure this, right? So this is around 33 pips. Let's measure this 1-hour candle. The whole body is around 11 pips, and the next 1-hour body is like 7 pips, including the wick makes it about 10, 11 pips over there. So my entire idea when I come to the charts is to see if I can grab one 1-hour candle. That's it. If I can trade one 1-hour candle, if I can accurately predict where the next 1-hour candle is going to go, that's going to be my trade. And if that doesn't work out, then I'm going to see why it didn't work out or how it could have worked out, and then move on to the next day. So see, this 1-hour candle is kind of like flipping bullish over here after this big rejection. If you look down to the 30-minute time frame, it also seems like it can continue up in this range, but I'm not willing to execute in this range. I want to execute below here to take sells, or I want to execute maybe above this area to take buys up towards 137, 550. Right, because this range is not enough range right over here. This is just craziness happening here because see this candle wick down up to this area over here, and then you have all this consolidation over here, and this is also a ranging area over here. So this is a clean zone up here, this is a clean zone, and below this support we have a clean zone down over here. So when you have your zones mapped out like this, and when you understand where you're going to take a trade, then trading becomes easy because now you just got to wait. Now I just have to wait until my time runs out or until price breaks below here. I just got to wait. If this happens within the time I'm at the charts, awesome, I'm going to take the trade. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen, right? So gold is breaking up over here to continue on towards 1913. What's your favorite setup to trade? My favorite setup to trade is something like
The GJ short.
Yes.
Break, retest.
Yeah, like whenever price makes a high and it comes down, creates a, like this one right over here. Right, this would be my favorite setup to trade. If there was less consolidation here, I would have been in these buys to continue moving up. But recently, I've been really liking a setup like this, when a candle is heavy bearish candle, and then we have a small bullish candle, and the next one just drops. That's also one of my favorite setups to trade. How many pips should you leave your trailing stop loss for a runner? It doesn't depend how many pips. It depends where are you putting those stops. Like, usually I like to put the stops above or below the 30-minute candles or the 1-hour candles. Because if price is moving bullish, and I'm looking at the 1-hour candles, and when price moves bullish, it makes higher highs and higher lows, right? So if you're looking at the 1-hour candles here, and if you look at some bullish structure here, you can see here, right? Candles are making higher highs and higher lows. So I'm basically just trailing the stops below the lows of these candles. And obviously, sometimes you get stopped out and then price continues moving. So it is what it is. It's not all the time you get big moves, right? Sometimes you catch big moves. Other times you get stopped out. Looks like Ty forgot, man. He's still asleep or something.
No, remember last time he took his time because I think he's on the West Coast, right?
No, he's in Miami.
Oh, he's in Miami now.
He's been in Miami.
Oh, he's always been. Goodness.
Mac, bro.
I don't even know why I thought he was in like Arizona or something like that.
Arizona.
Yeah,
Arizona is not the West Coast, man.
that's
Man,
that's
Are you gonna build a wall in Arizona too?
hey,
you're an immigrant, right?
yeah,
You need to study geography, bro.
a central time.
Damn.
But still, an hour behind.
That's why I like to travel. Nobody's gonna tell me anything wrong.
Oh,
Look,
Arizona?
next time I need some time zones, I'll call you. Okay?
Time zones.
Yeah.
The worst person to ask for directions. Oh, what's this? Overtraded this week. No bueno. Need more discipline, brother. Really mind. Oh, the mind really gets triggered after a few losses. Yes, sir. Man, last week I took a loss on Monday. I called it a day. And then took a loss on Tuesday. And then I called it a day. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I had wins.
Bro, I'm telling you, look at the Gulag. He's in Cali.
Oh,
Yeah, I was right. Oh my God. I was right. I can't
Cali is
believe it.
considered the West Coast. Yes.
I win.
yes.
I win. Yes.
Mac wins today.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was in Miami, man.
No, he even said it. He's like 3 hours behind.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. That's the one thing about me. I have a really good memory.
You're kidding, right?
I swear. I might look but I have a good memory.
Oh yeah, California. I see. Okay.
So when is my birthday, Mac?
Birthday is in February
You see?
or March. Something like that.
Oh man.
Tu, tu, tu.
I have a great memory.
Yeah. You missed it. By 7, by 11 months.
What?
11 months.
You missed it. Oh man. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't screw yourself today. All right. Let's take a look here. Potential trade idea is GJ 30-minute retest of the zone. Price continues bearish. Price breaks minor support with volume. Next candle fills a wick to the left. Beautiful. I actually like this idea. I would want to see this happen actually. To break below here and then we can continue down. So then considering the charts now, bearish candle, then a small bullish candle, you saying then this is sells time as next candles will bearish. I don't know, I think you need to send a chart. But I would still say that below this area here, 136, 740, 730, price can continue bearish. And that's something I'm going to be looking to. Let's take a look at this Chinese indicator here. So the Chinese indicator is saying Euro Pound should be moving bullish. Pound USD should range. Pound JPY should range because, you know, they're all at the same strength here. And this is just for shits and giggles, right? Don't take it seriously. Obviously, if you're going to use this, you have to understand technicals as well. So just found this channel after taking profit from Euro USD. Now I wish I let it run. Oh. Euro USD. Euro JPY is still coming up over here to this area here. If you take a look at Euro USD, oh, Euro USD is approaching a consolidation area on 30-minute time frame. If we break above this area, there's clean traffic running all the way to 1.18620, I'd say. All the way up over here.
Yeah, I moved around 50 pips already from London Open. Those some
Yeah.
news
Yeah, we had a lot of positive news on the euro.
on the euro, yeah.
It moved around like 40, 50 pips.
Mhm.
Can we go long on gold if current candle closes bullish and next breaks its high? Let's take a look here. Yeah, so basically this 30-minute candle is about to close in 7 minutes, and I think it's really important for it to close above 1910 for the next candle to continue moving bullish. Wow, man, this 4K monitor is pretty wide. Like I have to look all the way to the left to see this
Yeah,
area
yeah.
right over here.
Great resolution.
Yeah, great resolution.
Do I look bigger? Do I look taller?
No, you look more sharper.
Sharper, for real?
Sharper, yeah.
That's because he's on diet.
On a die.
Yeah, yeah, your jawline looks sharper.
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight already.
So yeah, how much
Yeah,
you
man.
weight now?
204.
Man, for a man who measured 5 feet, it's
5'8".
I know it's not 5'8".
Talking of monitors, I don't know about you guys, but I'm forever looking for the bloody mouse. I've got 3 monitors and I can never find the damn thing.
Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the same problem.
You're moving the mouse to see where is it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Same
Yeah.
here.
I only have one monitor.
My dad has shadows on the mouse. Like, you know, when you move the mouse, it has those shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he uses those shadows to find the mouse. He's like,
Yeah, I've got this thing where if you wiggle it, it gets bigger, so you can spot it then.
That's like handicapped stuff. Like
Yeah, it's because I'm a retard. That's why.
no, and I got the same thing. Like if you move it fast, it gets bigger.
come on, Mac, man. No, I'm just joking.
I have the same thing.
How was trading during COVID? Oh shit, I said it. During the lockdown last March, was it easier to swing trade or still take time? See now, March and April were amazing months. You see these candles here. Your 30-minute candles, your 15-minute candles were huge. You know, they were like 30 pips, 40 pips. Gold was also pretty big. There was a lot of volume in the market. Like, even though things were locked down, but markets were really rocking and rolling at that time. I mean, I had one of my best months in April and March, and only because, like, you know, we look at the 15-minute, we'll take, let's say we take a buy on, let's say we take a buy on the 30-minute, and this whole range. So if this range is 13 pips, this range was like 40 pips. You know, so when a candle is moving, it's moving 30 pips, 35 pips. You know, so I mean, yeah, it was crazy, but it was insane. I mean, the amount of compounding people did at that time, crazy.
Yeah, March was my best month too by far.
Yeah.
And this week was pretty good for me.
Raja, is this guy coming or not?
No, he's in Cali, so it's still pretty early for them, I guess.
Oh, okay.
A couple days ago, I sent an email to save my spot for this, and I haven't received any confirmation yet. There is no confirmation. The confirmation was email sent. We need random. Oh, what do you think about this trade idea on GJ? All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. When next 15-minute candle breaks this low, impulse entry to continue bearish. See, this is what I'm saying. When new traders, they look for impulse entries to force trades. I mean, why do you want to force a trade over here when price is ranging? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Because if you're trying to force a trade coming down till here, there's a lot of range, there's a lot of issues over here. So if you go down to the 1 hour time frame, and if you see that there's a support, and if you break the support, there's going to be an easier trade. Why not just wait? Just wait for that indication and then take a trade. You know, impulse entries are extremely, extremely difficult. You need a lot of experience for that. I don't think a lot of people have the patience to just look at the market for about a month, 2 months, just to see if those impulse entries are going to work. You know, most people, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you need to really spend time on the charts, you know, watch price. Sometimes I tell guys, hey, listen, you should be okay to miss trades. Like, as you're waiting for trades to form, if you miss a trade, be okay with that, you know, because missing a trade is part of your learning. Because when you're missing a trade, is because you didn't enter, and now you have the opportunity to look at that and say that, okay, if I missed this trade, if this happens again, how would I have executed on this trade? And that's where your learning begins, you know, like how. Always ask questions. How, why, you know, when, how. Oh, first profitable week after 1.5 years of trading. How, you may ask? No more than 2 trades a day. It just works, man. 1 or 2 trades a day. GJ 30 minute. Let's take a look at this. Another chart from the Gulag. Gulag's on fire. All right, sells below 136.695. Okay. Stops at 1 hour support. That's pretty good. Looks good. It's a nice plan over there. You're planning for price to continue down. I'm planning for price to continue down too. See, this candle's closing bearish. This 30-minute candle's closing bearish. And do I want to take a sell at this point? Probably not. Because this candle is closing above the support. So I have to wait for this area to break. Do you always wait for a retest if you're not taking an impulse entry? Yes. I wait for a candle to close in my direction. All right. Hey, third week profitable, 5% target for the week hit yesterday, so no trading today. It's all, oh wow, it's all started meeting you in Texas. Oh yes. Oh yes. What happened was in Texas, so we were in Texas, right? We were in Fort Worth, and we went to this country bar. I mean, Texas country bar, you know, I mean, no surprise there. We went to this country bar, and there were a lot of people over there, and out of nowhere, this person comes to me. He's like, "Are you Wix Don't Lie?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I'm Wix Don't Lie." And this guy came, he was from Ireland, right? So he flew from Ireland with his friends to visit Texas, and man, such a small world. Man flies from Ireland, and I fly from Canada, go to the same exact bar, and we meet over there. Amazing. That was a freaky coincidence. Couldn't have been better than that. Would you take any trades if something arises? Yes. Yes. I'm more comfortable in trading sells on GJ. Oh, gold is back in the range over here. Let's take a look in the 15 minute. 15 minutes ranging over here as well. So I think a break above 1911.80 would be much better to continue up. So this is pure price action. No indicators. I'm a beginner, came across your channel first time today. Oh, yes, sir. So this is only price action. If you're new to the stream, welcome, welcome. We stream every day at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. I think the main advantage of you coming to the stream is that you're able to post your charts, and then we can look at your charts and give you some, ideas. But also, when something arises, I basically put my trade on the screen. I'm like, okay, this is where I entered, and so. But I only trade one pair here so far. Ooh, gold is coming up over here pretty fast. As it breaks above 1911, I think it's gonna have this short burst all the way to 1914. But if it continues with momentum, it should continue moving bullish. All right. Looking for resistance to form here to take a sell. Okay. So this is a range inside the range over here, right over here at this point. If we measure this, 17, 18 pip range, but if we start creating a resistance at this point over here and we start coming down, we got to measure this range. This is like 9, 10 pips, not that big. Looking on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour would make much more sense. I mean, if this 1 hour candle closes a strong bearish candle, I think we can anticipate the next candle to break support. But we'll have to wait and see. Doubled my account with one trade, withdrew the profit, then doubled it again, then lost back to break even to my initial account size. Any tips? Don't focus on doubling your account. That's the biggest tip I can give you. 2 days ago, I was talking to somebody, and we were basically, he was basically arguing with me that how it's possible to flip accounts every week. And I told him, man, it's possible, but it's not sustainable. Like some things they're possible, but you can't sustain them in the long run. And he's like, no, I'll do it. He's like, he showed me the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet was like, so he had a, all right, let me bring a calculator up over here. So he said that I'm going to open a $2,000 account, and I'm going to try to risk 15% every day, right? And I'm like, okay, all right, you're going to risk 15% every day. Perfect. Oh, right. So then you're going to make this. Then the next day, he's like, I'm going to do that again. And it's going to be like 15% again and again and again. And the spreadsheet made sense because then in around 6 months, he would be up like a couple $1 million. So I was like, okay, it makes sense on paper, but can you do it in like trading? He's like, okay, let me do it. And yesterday he messaged me saying, hey man, I'm in a 50% drawdown, like any tips? I'm like, yeah, the tip is you can't, it's not sustainable. You can't risk 15% to make 15% every day. For that, you would need a very high win rate, And
Roger.
Hey,
Sorry, you said he was in a 50% drawdown.
yeah,
But
like
he said he's gonna risk 15%. So how do you get from 15 to 50?
because he took 3 or 4 losses.
Oh,
Yeah, so when you take a loss, risking 15%, you're down 15%, and you take another trade.
okay. I thought it was after one trade he was down 50%.
Yeah, I know. And then you take another trade, and then you're down 30%.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty wild, right? Like it makes sense that someone's going to focus on one trade in a day But when that trade hits stop loss in 3 minutes, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? You know, like now, typically you should just call it a day and come back the next day. But when those 3 minutes you lose 15%, you're like, all right, you know what? There's still a whole lot of day left. So let me make that loss back. You know, so discipline goes out the window at that time. Question for Sacha FX Dog. Where'd you get that nice frisbee for the dogs?
That nice what?
Frisbee.
50?
Frisbee, the plates you throw
Frisbee.
for the dogs.
Frisbee.
Yeah. The frisbee.
Oh. I don't know, man. It's a store.
It's like a regular pet store. What kind of question is that?
Oh, it's actually specialized because it's a special frisbee, but I can't remember the name. What it's called Heroes, if it helps you.
Heroes. Hey Raja, you're talking like you've been through it all. Yeah, man, I've been through everything. For the first 5 months of trading, market treated me like roadkill. That's what happened. For the first 4 or 5 months, I was like roadkill on the market.
Like a dead raccoon.
Like a dead raccoon, yeah, man. Like get hit by gold, lay down there, half bleeding, try to get on GJ, and then get trampled again.
By an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh wow, look at this coming up over here. Is gold going to touch the point 1925? I think first it has to touch around 1913, and if it comes back in this range, then it should come up towards 1918 and then 1925.
Yeah, we got to hit 1917 first. That's a heavy area.
Yeah, because 1925 is way far away.
Yeah, if you're looking at 1925, I'd probably be looking at 1930, to be honest. That's probably the top of that range.
All right, GBGPY. This 4-hour candle needs to close. And if this 4-hour candle closes below this area, man, we are coming down for London close. Just waiting over here. Stephen Patrick is the few people I can trade confidently with his signals. I've been getting so much joy trading all because of his signals. Well done, Stephen Patrick. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GBPNZD. Price broke support. Price retested news. Resist. Consolidation zone, expecting price go down once it broke support. Take a buy once it closed out of the box. Oh, I think you meant take a sell. High probability go down. Oh, nice, man. Played out very nice. Secured 31 pips. Beautiful. beautiful. Gold about to drop. This is the fake out before the session. All right. I think for gold to drop, it's really asinine to say that gold is going to drop when it's bullish. I think you need to provide some basis behind that statement. I mean, if you think gold is going to drop, I think gold should drop if it comes below 1908 or below 1910, and then it's going to be in a range, right? So you have to really, like, provide some substantiated evidence that if something's going to happen, it will eventually happen. Hey, can you speak about your my mentorship? I have mentorship? I don't know, man. No idea. No idea what that means. If you find it, you find it. If you can't, then it just doesn't exist. Let's see here. Yeah, things are just ranging over here. Your JPY is at a very crucial stage at this point. Will we continue breaking, or will we break and do some sort of a retest to continue bullish? That is the question. This is my US 30. Oh, US 30. Waiting for candle, 30-minute candle bullish for possible buys. Looks good. Clean traffic going all the way up over here. Are you looking for price to break below for sells? Honestly, looking at this, I like buys better than sells because there's clean traffic here for buys. Sells a little bit of issues, maybe a little bit of issues over here. But yeah, let's see. Hey, ended my second week like up 4.5%. Didn't take any trades since Wednesday. Oh, nice, man. Beautiful. No trades since Wednesday. Followed your plan. Amazing. Men, I wouldn't even wonder if this gold guy would just answer that he got the info about gold drop from a person familiar with the topic. Yeah, like, you know, when people say that certain thing is gonna fall, those statements I used to say when I was new. You know, when I was new, I'd be like, okay, you know what, it's gonna fall. And then if it fell, I'd say, hey, look, see, I told you it's gonna fall. Without any evidence, without any, you know, like technical analysis or any analysis based on price. So you really need to, like, you know, kind of like investigate those issues that, okay, if gold's going to fall, which price does it need to reach for you to execute a sell? Because if it's going to go down and you say it's going to go down, if you're not going to be in a trade, then, like, you know, so I think below 1908 would be pretty nice for gold to come down. But if it stays above this level, then it should continue moving bullish.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people make these statements, and it's not conducive to anybody's learning, because essentially, Raj is right. When you look at the current state of gold, this is sort of how you would break up gold, right? So now, technically speaking, we should be doing that, because I mean, if we follow the patterns of most trading, right, you have essentially a breakout, then you have consolidation, and then you have a breakout again, right? So for us to then go back down, you need this set of candles here. A lot of people like to trade off these kind of candles, and they're like, well, you know, it's rejecting. It's hard to do that, and I'm not saying it's not possible, but if you do that enough times, you're going to get burned. There's, you know, people will do this, and you know, there's a high probability gold could drop. I mean, we don't necessarily know, and any trader that tries to force their opinion on somebody is not a very good trader. We have to look at probabilities, and for the most part on this stream, we always look at, you know, the higher time frame probability usually prevails. It's very hard for a higher time frame candle to flip, because once again, like we've used previous analogies, we look at the higher time frame candle as like an oil tanker or a big ship in the sea. For that ship to turn, it takes a long time for it to turn. Can it turn? Of course it can. There's no doubt in my mind that, you know, you can have it turn a whole 360 or 180 degrees and suddenly we're going bearish. But if you look over time and you back test a particular pair, you'll see over time that for the most part, gold, when it is bullish, it stays pretty much bullish for the day, if it is a strong bullish candle. If it's bearish, we usually stay bearish, unless there's, you know, there's a point of contention where that pushes the candle to do the opposite. So when people talk about these rejections and say, okay, well, we're going to go down, the basis of why we're going down really isn't justified because of the fact that we have information over the last, I would say, 2.5 years on this live stream and probably the last 6 years in trading to say that there's a higher probability that we probably will go up before we go down. You know, if we do go down, like Raja said, you're breaking a level in this area here for us to then go back to this way. Because if you're looking at a mirror idea, right? So this is the breakout. You know, the breakout would then have to come down this way, but you know, at this point, this area here is a bit of consolidation. We know that this area here is a bit of consolidation. So if we're looking to do a mirrored move, you essentially have to then, you're pushed up to this level, then we have to push down through this level. If we don't break this level here, then all we're doing is we're dropping back into the consolidation range to then push further up over here. So this is where you don't want to get trapped as a trader and say, well, you know, we are going down because I see a little bit of rejection over here. And it's like, well, you know, I would rather play personally in this area over here, knowing that we have clean traffic over here, and this consolidation area here has broken down to the bearish side so that we can get the drop, and then eventually you're dropping back into the 1905, 1903. So it's just important that when you make statements like that, or even you're thinking your trade process through, that you use a logical deduction. Everybody wants to call a top or a bottom when it comes to trading, but if you do that over the long term, you're going to get burned a lot more times than if you just look at the obvious. If you just trade what you see, not what you think, more times than not, you're going to be accurate in what you're doing. And, you know, people will turn around and say, well, that's obvious, that's easy. But that's what trading's supposed to be. We're supposed to be making easy decisions here to make money. We're not supposed to be trying to test our ability to guess the direction of the market. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to use a process where we balance probabilities out and we say, hey, we see 4 time frames going bullish, chances are we're going to go bullish. Like, make it easy on yourself. Trading is difficult as it is. It's already at that point where you're going to struggle to begin with. So why not take simple concepts and just add them to how you approach the trading process? It does help you. And, you know, people that are trying to do these magical trades, I shake my head all the time because you're not impressing anybody. If gold drops from 1912 all the way to 1900 and you caught the top, congratulations. But I can still catch the trade from 1907 where I see we're breaking down, and I can still ride it to 1900s with a higher probability or a higher process that we are dropping than compared to guessing now when we have bullish candles still pushing to the upside. It just makes more sense. You might have caught, you know, 50 more pips than I did, but if we played that, you know, 10 times over, there's probably a good chance that 1911 breaks up to 1913 before it breaks down to 1900, right? So just keep that in mind, you know, and just really set the ego aside. You know, there's going to be times where you have to wait for a trade, and if you believe in this instance gold is dropping, there's lots of opportunities for the gold drop. You don't have to rush in at 1912, 1913 just so that you can grab it down to 1900. Because we've seen in previous instances when gold drops, it drops $10, $20. So you're not going to miss the move. You're going to get what you need out of the trade, but you're going to have a better risk to reward at that point. Sorry, that was long-winded.
No, that was pretty good.
Killed Rasha too.
You made him poof away.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Raj had left. I wasn't looking at the Zoom screen. I was looking at my screen.
Yeah. Actually, buys at London Open, they played out up to 1912. Right here.
Mhm.
And now it's at this area of consolidation. So I wouldn't trade around here. Been trading gold a little more lately, so
Mhm. Yeah, so we're in that range there. We've dropped back into that range. So people are saying, well, how do we trade this? Well, essentially what you're looking for is similar to what I said yesterday, is you're looking for a candle that pops up and then continues to move down. So you'd put your stop loss above this area here so that you would have clean traffic to go through here, because more than likely this candle would be mirrored on this side of the market at that point. So you're always looking at either, you know, your 15-minute or your 30-minute time frame. You're looking for a rejection, and then you're looking for it to drop at that point. So you can see this candle here. This could be your rejection candle. So what'll happen is this candle starts to drop. It goes down here. Once you're looking to break below this range here, your next candle is going to come up and drop. And as it starts to drop, your stop loss is placed over here so that you can then now move and you get that move down in this area over here. You're breaking through this zone here, this zone over here, and then eventually down to this point right over here. So when you look through that and you go through where you want to take your trades, that's probably how you would effectively take a trade with gold. All you have to do really is look at previous instances where we've had, say a bearish movement, and you can see, your stop loss above here would have been accurate and you would have hit the bottom of this range, but then you would have been stopped in this zone here. But the thing is, your stop loss would have been above here. Once you're looking to fill, say, this wick, you can move your stop loss to here, and then you're filled over to here. And as soon as you start to see it pop up, you'd probably end up closing at that point, because obviously what ended up happening is you had instance of similar like this, where you had your test of the high comes back down here, and then we go further up at that point, and you can see it sort of broke up a little bit here, and now we're struggling. So what you do is you sit back and you wait for these candles then to flip, and you say to yourself, okay, if we are going down, I'm going to start to look for trades below this area over here, dropping below here, because I don't want to trade in this area, because I've already seen, as an example, how this area looked like we were dropping and then we went back up again. So there's a possibility we'd pull back down here and then go back up again, right? So we don't want to be caught in that. We want to try and stay away from those areas where we have consolidation, so that we can catch the drop as it goes through, where we have a clean move.
right. So basically any close above or below that range, right?
Right, exactly.
There you go. Let me delete that. Captain's back on mute.
Let's take a look at this GJ situation over here. Still kind of wonky here, coming up towards the New York Open.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed whenever Biden speaks, he's speaking with his hand in the camera? You people need us. You people. It's like how Bush used to speak, how his dad used to speak. I think they're all like a part of a big cult. And Trump got elected because of I think there was not a problem but a mistake. And then they're like, oh wow, man, like this is the wrong guy to come in. He's ruining all of our plans.
Yeah, Trump, he caused some issues for people.
Oh man, mass issues on huge scales. Like Lowest interest rates ever, stock market up, like a lot. Like Wall Street is pretty happy with Trump.
Yeah, it's rather interesting. I mean, the debate last night was entertaining to say the least. I think, I mean, looking from a Canadian standpoint, if I was watching the debate and I knew nothing about politics, I would say Biden lost. The rationale behind that was Trump pushed him into a corner with a couple of items, and he refused to answer those questions. Biden came out swinging with a couple of ideas, and so they were very strong. And if you like a career politician and you like the idea of unification and that idealism, you're going to vote for Biden. Because Biden comes across as that wholesome figure. I don't see any color, red or blue. I see a United States. He had some, very strong, I guess, talking points or sound clips or sound bites. But, Trump asked him a couple of questions and he diverted his answer. So if you were paying attention and you actually were watching that aspect of the debate, Biden lost because, like when he said certain sound bites, Biden deflected and he didn't even really try to entertain those questions. To me, if you want to unite people, you have to unite people both with the good and the bad. And I don't think Biden was trying to do that. Biden was just trying to say, hey, I'm going to do everything I can to make things good. But, he was already in office. And why didn't he do all these other things previously, right? So there was there was things there that he could have easily justified because he was still in office, and he could have said, hey, my work isn't done yet, and we were working on this. He tried to, but it wasn't strong enough. He didn't resonate strong enough with that idea to say that, hey, we were trying to do this and now it's all reversed and everything, and this is the problem, because he's been in office for so long. And that's the problem when you're a career politician, is you have to avoid those topics where you've been in office and people ask, well, what have you done? And you can't justify what you've done, right? Because that's how you lose an election easy, because people are like, well, this guy's already been here, he hasn't done anything. That other guy that he has a blowhard, but he's sort of accurate in what he's saying. This guy's been around for 47 years. What has he done, right? So at this point, I think the U.S. has to choose between the lesser of two evils, and I don't know which one you pick.
Both are evil, man.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was, I was watching the highlights. Who built the cages, Joe?
Who built the cages?
Who built the cages? And Joe's like, "Oh shit! Someone save me!"
I was at the gym when that happened, and I had to Google it, but I kind of knew what was going on. It was something about immigration, right?
When I saw the start, I felt like as if Joe had, when you're in an argument and you have these strong points, these strong bullets you want to use through the argument, he used all his bullets in the start of the argument.
Yes.
And then there was nothing after that.
The six.
To be honest, the problem with politics is that, Joe may be in government for 47 years already. But the one politic is not gonna do anything. I mean, it's a huge government, and even though if you're a president of the United States, you're not the owner of the United States, to be honest. So you have the Congress, you have the Senate. So in order for you to approve any law, any bill, it's gonna pass through. I mean, a lot of politicians, and each politician has different point of view. For example, if you wanna do something with the National Rifle Association, there's a lot of politicians who owns these stores. They are selling guns like crazy. They're not gonna pass a bill to protect the people who doesn't want this arm on the streets, because
Right.
It's okay if you want to buy a 9mm, it's okay. But if you want to buy a heavy rifle, I mean, what's the point for that?
Yeah, well, that's why the government is built on three branches: the legislative, judicial, and executive.
Yeah.
First has to go through the legislative, then executive has to approve, and judicial is basically the court. So
Yeah, and every country around the world, other than Cuba, maybe Venezuela,
Yeah,
they
no,
have this power separated one from each other.
yeah,
But for example, in Cuba, it doesn't matter.
no.
Yeah,
The,
you have a
the
Cuba,
guy in
dictatorship.
does.
power is
It
the
does.
main guy, and
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whatever
dictatorship.
he says, it's gonna be done.
Yeah,
But yeah,
when I was in Cuba, I just you can't say nothing bad about the president. At
Yeah.
that time, it was Fidel. I was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I was there until I was 13, 12. So you cannot say anything bad about the president. There's no freedom of speech. There's no three branches, nothing like that. It's just
Yeah.
straight dictatorship. One
Mhm.
president, and that's it. Until he dies, then the next president will be elected, which is his brother Raul. And then
It's a
he has,
dictatorship.
yeah, he's got another brother after that. He's got the
Yeah.
same name as me.
it's basically the same is happening in Venezuela.
Yeah, just like
Friends from
Venezuela, man.
Venezuela. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You cannot say anything bad about Maduro. And,
No, Maduro, he relieved prisoners, so they could join his army, which is scary. He's another crazy one.
Yeah, I mean it's safe to say the political arena right now globally is just a show.
Yeah,
I think the average person who has somewhat of an intelligent mind or has a head on their shoulders realizes it doesn't matter who you put into office; they are not working for the people anymore.
No,
I think your job as an individual now, when you have your country in elections, is to understand what each one is trying to say or trying to do, and see how that can impact your life and try to avoid the impact. It's the same thing here in Canada. We have politicians here that do absolutely nothing. So your job is to figure out loopholes, to work against their policies, and to figure out how to protect yourself. No government is really working for its people anymore. And if you do believe that a government is working for its people, you have an idealistic view of the world that existed probably in the 19 or the 1800s. Maybe even if it didn't, I don't even think it existed there. But no politicians really are working for their people anymore. There's too much lobbying. There's too much, persuasion and influence by other people to actually have a unbiased politician who will just say, hey, this is the benefit of everybody, because it doesn't exist anymore. So like I said, your job is to make sure that you protect your family, you protect people who are close to you, and figure out what they're doing and how it can impact you, and try to minimize those impacts, whether it's understanding tax code, understanding how their social policies affect your living conditions, things of that nature.
Yeah, in order for to continue in life, you're gonna need to understand that Trump is not gonna save your life, and Biden is not gonna save your life either. So just
I think we got Ty in the house.
Yo, what's the deal with you guys, man? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you? I see your Versace sleeping coat.
Man, I'm indulging in my early morning message. What is this medicine?
The Minky code.
Yeah. How you guys doing this morning, though, man? Happy to be here. Happy to vibe with you. I remember being on here, I think like a month or so ago. So, it was about a month. So I'm definitely glad to be back.
Yeah, man. Welcome. So for people who don't know Ty he has a channel on YouTube. Let me pull it up right over here.
Let's get it. I'm gonna send out this tweet too.
We got a tune coming in.
Yeah, I'm about to send out this tweet right now. Let people know I'm on here.
Oh, tweet. Yeah, this is his channel right here. Like the last time, I think we had you on like a month and a half ago. Like a month ago,
about
a month and a half ago. Yeah. So we had a lot of requests. We're like, okay, like, you know what? It's the Fridays are chill days. Like no one really looks for trades on Fridays. Let's have Ty back on and let's see what's happening there.
I'm with it, bro. I've been trying to snipe up this NASDAQ, bro, and really try to buy up this Dow. I don't know if it's going to give us any juice today per se, but I've definitely been looking for that shit to break out. I just looked at the 5 on the dollar at the bottom. I don't know. If the dollar push up, then you already know how the market going to move. But with it being Friday, bro, I don't know. Like, if that trade works out for me, that's the only trade I took today. So I bought the NASDAQ. You know what I mean? Like if I can get 100 points off that, my exit is like 11,750. Shit, I feel like I'm dreaming, bro.
Oh yeah, like if it breaks this level we're looking at, you got a clean run all the way to 1150, 1140.
That's what I'm waiting for, but I don't know if it's gonna give us that today per se, just because I really don't feel like we even gonna have the value on a Friday. You know what I mean?
Dreaming.
Dreaming, man.
That's how he say he's dreaming.
Yeah. But
So
if
when
we
you're
get the value, then cool. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I know. So when you're looking at these situations, are you also keeping in mind fundamentals, or is it just price levels, technicals? Just
Oh
see
no,
where you
I'm
go?
definitely tapped all the way into the fundamentals. I'm tapped hella into this election. I have fucking Donald Trump's his Twitter. I have his notifications on. I've been looking at this whole Pelosi deal with the stimulus package and everything like that. So I really just been telling my community, like, you know, kind of trade what you see and don't because so my strategy usually is, you know, I get on these indexes, bro. I'll check it. I'll buy this shit 1,000 times until, you know, it's not trending no more. But like we're not trending right now, so my normal play, like I can't play my normal play, bro. Like I'm forced to play an entirely different game. And I feel like just because we're around that election time and we have so much sentiment glooming in the market, you know?
Yeah, so much uncertainty, man. Like we're moving in wild. Like we were just talking about this here before. That we're moving in wild times right now. Like I think the entire world economy is gonna have a overhaul. Someone's gonna hit refresh when we move in 2021.
Shit, hopefully they do refresh this shit. To be honest, I want them to take this market again so I get some better entries, you know what I'm saying? Shit. That's what I've been looking for. But I mean, obviously I know everybody's money's involved in this joint. So it's the reason why it's been hovering at the level it's been hovering at, just because, you know, like especially off the daily, bro. Like I've watched that shit bounce against that one little specific zone so many times. Like look at all that support right there. You feel me? So it's just like
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I see the play here, Ty. I see the play.
But it's Friday, bro. So
yeah.
I mean, like we may not even get that play, you know. So that's the only thing I'm in right now, bro. I'm not fucking with nothing else. And US 30, that's my love. I just can't fuck with it right now. It's Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, if you look at it from a daily perspective here, right? And if it's consolidating here, and if you're looking at when's the next big fundamental, like, you know, change is gonna come, it's the elections.
It's definitely elections.
And less than.
So I got a question for you. Do you feel like price is gonna so we've been here at the daily for so long, maybe like 4 or 5 days now. Do you feel like, I mean, just looking at what we're looking at, do you feel like they're gonna try to hold price here for like the next week? You know, just kind of fake everybody out, give us maybe 100 points up or 100 points down until we finally find a presidential decision?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. That's what's up. But how you been, dog? How you been, man? I ain't talked to you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? How you been?
Things are good, man. How you been?
Shit, man, just grinding. Really, I just been like, I've told my audience I've been in a more creative space lately. Like I still trade every single day. It's kind of like, you know, it's like waking up and going to work, you know. But for me, bro, I just been in the studio lately. We've been doing a lot of entertainment shit lately. So, you know, that's kind of you know, my world, man.
Well, it's good because I mean I think you hit the head, you know, hit the nail on the head when, you know, as you start to trade and you do things like this shouldn't be a 24/7 gig. This propels you to other avenues and other things that you want to do, but it's a skill set you can come back to at any time. So
that's true.
You're living a very good lifestyle there, where you're like, hey, I'm going to take a break from trading or maybe reduce my volume, and then I'm going to go do other things that are going to, you know, build my network or give me opportunities somewhere else. Because I mean, as traders, I think the strongest, I think, characteristic or trait that we have is we continually want to be challenged and we want to strive for excellence. So, you know, as soon as you feel that you've, you know, somewhat mastered or, you know, you're comfortable with your skill set, you know, you're looking to do something else. You're looking to get out there and see where else you can apply the same discipline or the same, you know, work ethic to get to where you need to do. And I mean, if music's a passion, I mean, it's great because now you have the freedom and you have the financial backing to really put some good stuff out there and make it your own.
Yeah. I appreciate that vibe and the support too. You know what I mean? Just because like a lot of people were confused. They're like, well, why are you doing this now and you're not doing, you know, more Forex videos? But like nobody's really looked at my past to see like I've been doing the shit I said I was doing. It just I needed more bread to do the shit. You know what I mean? So for me, like everybody has a why. You know what I mean? So for me, people want to know what propelled me to really, you know, keep going forward with the Forex thing. And it was really the music. It was really the passion for the entertainment business. I didn't want to be locked into either a contract to where I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like I have a lot of friends who are signed, but like me, I could drop a song every single day. For them, they have to, before they can just drop a song or a video or anything, it has to go through management. It has to go through this. It's like 70 different things that it has to go through before they're able to move. So they don't have the freedom to put out, you know, like records like that, or they don't have the freedom to do what they want to do and be creative because somebody's there to tell them no. So for me, Forex was like, oh shit, if I figure this out, then I will never be told no, because I don't, in a sense, need them or the energy to propel me. I could just propel myself. So, you know, if people want to know my why, like that's why I got started in the foreign exchange business, bro. And you know, why I really went so hard with this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that gives a lot of, that probably resonates with a lot of people, and it's great to hear. I mean, I've done the same thing. I mean, I have businesses now that are not even related to FX, but they've allowed me to network and work with other people. So now FX is sort of a secondary thing, but I still enjoy it. I still like coming here and discussing trades and taking trades, but it's no longer my bread and butter. You know, you're well diversified now. You're doing other things, you know, and you just keep growing as an individual.
I feel like we have to though. This shit'll drive you crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially the last few days looking at the market, bro, like, bro, this shit would drive you crazy. And like yesterday, I've been trying to trade this damn this NASDAQ, but like I said, it's only giving me like 50 to 100 points. So it's like what I want, I'm not getting. Cause usually like you get in here, bro, you do 200 points on a Dow, you do 200 points on NASDAQ. Like that's an easy morning for you. You know what I'm saying? So you could do a 0.10, 200 points, easy 2 bands. Or you could scale it up, do like a 0.21, you know what I'm saying? Easy 200 points, like boom, 4 bands and you done. You know what I'm saying? But this shit today, bro, you know, we're not able to run it like that. So like my strategy recently has just been, I've been taking 50 points here, 75 points here, like whatever this shit is going to give me when it start lighting up blue, I'll throw a trailing stop, right? And just wait. I'll be like, okay, at 9 o'clock, I'm getting out no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, I'm getting out. So then boom, 9 o'clock comes, I look at the market. If it's pushing up, I'm like, you know what? I'll try to stop it tighter. If not, I'm like, you know what? I'll just snatch this whole thing. When I've been taking the whole pie though, I've literally watched the market pull back, bro, and just snatch all the gains that I would have had. So it's like, man,
you'd be lucky.
Bro, lucky, just barely getting out right now, you know? But shit, oh, you got GJ up there, you got gold, okay, and the Dow, I mean, in NASDAQ. What's your favorite instrument to trade other than that, Roger?
Mostly it's just GJ. It's just been.
Oh God.
I mean, you're right. Like this October, the first 2 weeks has just been like ranging. Like I've been doing the same thing. Like once I get in blue, like 15 pips, 10, 15 pips, stops at break even, and just that's it.
I feel it. Hey, what you feel about homegirl exposing you, bro? Talking shit, exposing you.
Homegirl exposing me.
Yeah,
man.
I watched that video, bro. I watched the video because I wanted to see what Shorty said. So I checked the shit out, and she's like, "Yeah, why does he use MetaTrader 4?" So I start scratching my head. I said, "What?" Like,
no,
okay, you know what I'm saying?
We want to talk about when you got exposed. Like yesterday, we were watching a video, and I was like, okay, you know what? We're going to have Ty on, and we're going to ask him, how does he feel about him getting exposed in front of the entire human community here?
Man, shit. I feel like they got me, bro. They finally got me, you know what I mean? You know, but what's dope about the whole shit is, to me, like, really, I feel like if she wanted to take her brand to the next level, like she would really have to just get out here and show us that she can shoot the ball and slam dunk. Like it's one thing to say that everybody's trash, but it's another thing to do it and then shit on us all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if she shitted on us all with like these future shits and ran the bag? Then like we couldn't say shit, but I mean, as of now, it's just talking shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, nobody wants to trade on anything other than MT4 because we could just press the buttons on our phone or on our computer. And then I know you have your magic key set up. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's not even that he's not even trading on MT4. He trades on MT5.
So she was wrong.
She was completely wrong off the hook, like off the bat. Just like she swung and missed completely.
Yeah, I think, Ty, you're right. I think personally when she came at me, you could see that there's a little bit of, I think, I would say psychological or mental issues. I hate coining that, but you can see her pattern of what she's done to everybody. And, we've talked about this before when you were back on before. It's, if you're going to want to influence people, you want to come out and you want to share your value. By trying to tear somebody down with random ideas or random thoughts that can't really be, they're not really proven. They're your opinion. You don't look good. You look really bad. That's like, telling people to come to your restaurant or listen to your music because everybody
after you shitted on everybody else.
Yeah, like people they're not gonna resonate with that. They're not gonna vibe with that. And she made the biggest mistake. And I tried to tell her that when she was coming at me. I'm like, you had an opportunity where the options and futures market is a market that isn't really well known. I mean, people understand it, and you had a chance to be a leader, and you could have leveraged, say myself, Raja, yourself, like a whole bunch of these other people that are in FX and said, hey guys, I want to show you the benefits of what I'm doing, and I want to be able to work with you guys, and like whatever, I'll get my
and we would have been open to collaboration, bro.
That's
and
right,
making shit happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it it would have been more of like, hey, we'll help you, maybe you can come on here and talk about what you do and have a spot and stuff like that, and collaborate with people. I'm not gonna give you the secret sauce, or like I'm not gonna just feed you, but like if I see you're working, I'm always gonna try and help people that I see working or that are actually trying to add value. Like that's who I am as a person. But man, as soon as I hear you talking crap about other people and just going on, it's like nobody wants to work with you, and she thought she was being smart, and it's just like
it kind of backfired, bro. And the thing is, I seen the play. It's like I seen the play, and I understand the angle. Like I'm like, okay, like I understand the angle, but like I said, where I feel like she slipped was, well, she didn't do the work that was needed behind it. Like it's one thing to say I'm the best basketball player, but it's another thing to go out there and be knocking shit down. Then like you said it, you talk shit, and we watched you shoot the ball though, like. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. And for me, I don't really care who exposes me because I don't really give a fuck, bro. Like I wake up every morning, I press the damn the shit on my Metatrader, you know what I mean, and just go on with my day. To be honest, some days are more stressful than others just because like I'll wake up a little bit later and then it's like fuck, now I gotta try to work and go get my goal. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll have trades in from the previous session from Asian and then like wake up in profit. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, so I try to finish my day within like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. And then I guess like when I get on Twitch and shit, hey, I ain't gonna cap. Maybe sometimes I'll get on Twitch, I'll fucking run it all the way up. I'll see an opportunity and then I'll give back like half my gains because it's like, I'm just fucking jittery, bro. And it's like it's me over trading. So it's like, I already know, like, I gotta be like, all right, bro, like, sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna stream today just because like I've made enough. Like, and I know if I look at this market one more time, like the thing is the opportunity set up so much, bro. Like, fuck, like I'm a shooter, you know what I mean? So it's like when I see it, I just shoot and I just forget the rest, like, shit.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like the more you watch the charts, the more it's gonna set up in your mind. You're really, oh shit, I've seen it before. Let's hit it. Man, so sometimes that's my days, but I'm just just being transparent. Like not every day is a blue day. Some days are red days too. So everybody probably thinks fucking we all get on here and it's just win, and they don't even know, man. This shit is some days you might win, some days you might be like, damn, man, fuck, I gotta build this shit back up. So it's definitely interesting. Bro, you're gonna get your 11,750 today.
Man, 45 points to go, man. So let's hope we get up there, and I'm gonna close out early though. I'm not even gonna try to float it, bro. I'm gonna keep a buck with you.
So you're aiming for that wick right here? Go back on
the daily wick.
Yeah,
right
that
here.
one, daily wick. All right.
That supporter sitting sexy. Oh, you just got in?
No.
Yeah.
I don't trade indices.
Okay,
I
okay.
stopped that.
You stopped? Why?
I
What
stopped
happened,
that, bro. Too
What
much-
happened, Mac?
Too much nonsense.
Selling pressure to his head.
Yeah, bro. I started trading US 30 for like a month, and I was like, nah, too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I get jittery as shit, man. You gotta know me.
I feel you. Well, it's because you chose the craziest one out the pack, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was doing S&P 500 before, and then I stopped to switch to US 30. But I'm like, nah, but what? Let me just go back to my roots and stick to GJ and maybe some gold.
I fuck with GJ. Not necessarily GJ. But I be on GU a lot. You know what I mean? But I feel like they move hella similar. But I definitely I'm always on like GU and shit like that. But shit, I fuck with GJ too, bro. I know they move kind of distinctively the same. So let's get it.
We have this question. Sorry, yeah, it's like
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What's up?
yeah, I want to ask this too. How long have you been trading for?
Okay, so pushing the button, probably like 7 or 8 years. Interested in like the whole stock shit and the whole Forex and trading period, probably all my life. So like I was inspired by Jay. I was inspired like by Lil Wayne and all of these artists and shit like that. But in our community, well, like most of these guys, they've made it from selling drugs and rapping. So I was always interested in the stock market because I'm like, damn, Jay-Z's story was dope, but like, bro wasn't talking stocks. He wasn't, in a sense, like before he did the 444 album, it wasn't like he was trying to, push artists forward and really give our community that light, that light that we needed. It was more so, what type of music Jay was making, you know what I mean? So, when I seen this story, I was just inspired by that, bro. And I figured, I was like, shit, if I could just do the exact opposite, I would. And I'll make it rhyme. I'm not going to say I made it off of, selling rocks or selling cocaine or selling drugs. I'll say I made it off of, selling stocks or, the foreign exchange. And that was kind of the story that I adapted. So that's what got me truly passionate into, looking this shit up, man. And in high school, I was looking at stocks and shit, but I was not trading. Like I wasn't actually physically trading, but I was looking at all the candlesticks and I would try to, I had this little iPad thing. So I would try to show people like, yo, look at this. The stock went up today. And I mean, I'm not even in the game, but it was just exciting to even act like I was involved. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of like where the passion developed for me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Also, like, I think it's really cool that you use Forex to fund your music industry. Because, like, at one point, now many people don't know this. I released an album when I was in high school. It had 11 tracks on it. And
okay.
yeah, man, like I used to rap. I still rap here and there. So I released an album, but the only problem was I couldn't get it recorded, like mastered properly because I didn't have the money. So it's really nice to see that your why is basically what your true passion is. Yeah.
Well, since we got about 5 of us on here, let's talk about passions this morning. Like, let's get the people excited to to go for what it is that they want to do. So, I mean, talk about your passion, and Kerwin and Mac. You guys talk about your passions, man. Let's see what you. Well, I don't know what you're into, so it would be new to me. You know what I mean? And I guess the audience, they already know, but I mean, for me,
Yeah,
Hey,
go
Mac,
ahead,
you
Kerwin.
wanna start?
No, you
Go
want to
ahead,
start?
man.
Okay, well,
Come on.
my passion other than Forex is cooking, grilling, Grilling is
Grilling?
my thing. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
man.
grilling.
Okay.
I mean, I can be in the barbecue every day, and I can cook anything different every day, and I love it.
Hey.
Tomahawks, man. I went to his place.
Okay.
He cooked up 4 tomahawks.
Yeah.
3, 4. Man, I'm like,
Tomahawk.
bro,
You
this
know,
is a
this-
lot of meat, man.
It's a lot of
Okay.
meat. Each tomahawk is around 4.5 pounds. So, man,
Shit.
2 tomahawks, it can feed like 6 people easily.
Man's out here eating. I'm with that, man. I'm with that. That sounds pretty dope, man. Shit, I'm gonna definitely have to give me a play. Where you guys all in Canada?
No.
Okay.
I'm
No, I'm in
New
Miami.
York.
Nah, we in
Okay.
down south, man. We in the dirty south.
The dirty South. Okay.
I'm in
Shit.
New York. I'm in the dirty up.
Man, when we came on, it was like 7 a.m. here, our time. And we're like,
Yeah.
man, where's this guy Ty? He's in Miami. Like, why isn't he up yet?
Yeah.
And then we did
I'm on the
invest.
West Coast, man.
Yeah,
I
Mac told
said
us.
it. I'm like, bro, he's in the West Coast.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, he's in Miami. I'm like, nah, bro.
Shit, really, my girl had kicked me. She was like, "Hey, don't you got the show with Wick Don't Lie this morning?" Man, I'm like, "Fuck, hold on." That's why I checked the text. I'm like, "Oh shit!" All right, hold on.
Man, we're gonna need a Ty and Rakeel collab.
Bro, that'll be dope, bro. I'm down to make that happen. Like,
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
let
some
that
people on my Insta, and not Insta, on my Twitter, but asking for that too. So, that'd be dope, bro, for the community.
You got a new face tat I see since the last time, man.
Nah, I got the it's the same shit. It just I got my hair cut.
Oh.
What
Oh,
the
look,
heck
GG.
is
Whoa,
going on?
holy! Thank you,
Shit.
GG. 26 bit. Thank you.
Oh shit! Oh, you guys already in that buy.
Hey.
Full TP hit.
Yeah, some guys were in this
Easy
buy
call.
over here. Nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
I didn't like that buy setup.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I mean, neither.
He said me neither, but we still took it.
No, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I got in on the opening of the 8-hour candle.
Okay.
Very nice.
What was that? Like 20? That from what is that? 60 to 80? That looked like
That's the news.
From 136
about
to
30
80.
about 30 pips.
Ooh, this whole candle is like 42
That
pips.
was
Wait,
sick.
80, bro. That's like 50 pips. So you guys only got 20. You got in after the line, after the 137.
My TP was, I put my full TP at 137, 198.
Oh, that's solid. You already TP'd then.
Yeah.
Easy bread. Okay.
Yeah,
Easy
full
bread.
TP. Yeah.
So I'm working with. Like I said, I'm stuck in this Nasdaq. I'm trying to get out at 750 if you give it to me. That's the only thing I'm rocking with today. You know what I mean? Like it's Friday. I'm just trying to sit on my hands, man.
Yeah, this was Brexit news here.
Okay.
From Macron laying ground talks for fishery companies and Brexit talks.
So you be on fundamentals heavy.
Yeah, like the way how I see Brexit is basically so in 2018, 2019 we had a lot of Brexit uncertainty. So whenever Brexit news would come out, pound would just go up. So I've always been counting on, like at any given time when there's high volume, like in late London Open or like early New York session, NYC, if there's any Brexit move, it's going to break like a 1 hour level, so that's,
I mean, this your peer, so this shit inside and out, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen this happen so many times. Plus like also like if a news is something like, it hasn't really changed anything fundamentally, right? Like here we see that, okay, France and Macron laying grounds for fisheries compromise in Brexit talks. Like he's made an announcement, but that hasn't changed anything fundamentally, So now I see this as, okay, if we had a move up and if nothing has changed fundamentally, we could probably continue to move up a little bit and then correct the whole move down.
I understand.
Because something has to change for price to kind of like continue moving that way. Right, at times gold moves, man. Sometimes gold moves in a way does not care for human life.
It really doesn't, bro. It really doesn't, bro.
Yeah, if you look at gold now, it's exactly what we talked about earlier, Raja. If people are trading gold, you can see on the 30-minute candle, exactly what we talked about was the breakout to the upside. So you can see where we had the consolidation in this area here, and then we broke up, and now we're out of that range. So this is where people, when they buy above this area, we were talking about buying above I guess it was 1911, 1910. We talked about this earlier, which was this area here, having it pop up. Now you can see where people are saying sell gold, it burned them again. And
because they're looking left and shit and not paying attention to true trend.
Yeah, so I think people who bought gold, they won on this trade. But like we said, always use the higher time frames. Give yourself an opportunity with higher time frames. Don't try and cheat yourself on the smaller time frames.
I understand. Yeah. And shit, I like gold though. To be honest, man, it's actually one of my favorite pairs as well. Like gold, not pairs, but I guess commodities as well. Well, my favorites are really like US30 gold and GU. You know what I mean? That's like shit. That's about what it is. Anything other than that, I try to stay out of it just because it's kind of like it's like when you got your way to make your bread, you just stick to it. You know what I mean? Kind of like how you guys like you love GJ and like like you're gonna come here and make your bread because this is where you come to make your shit. So I definitely feel, you know, that's
Yeah,
pretty
I think
dope.
you're right. You know, people like I trade mainly gold and GJ, and I dabble with US 30 as well. And it's for
Okay.
me, it's like you pick your poison,
Yeah.
and you plan yourself out. Like, you know, you were talking about Nas and you know, sort of what you're looking at. When you prepare for those ideas, and this is the thing that people have to learn, and you know this, Ty, is when you fully prepare for that idea and it comes to fruition, your confidence goes through the roof. And that's where you're able to capitalize on those ideas, because you know that you worked, like, you know exactly what you're saying. You're like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to wait till elections or after elections before that, you know, before this market breaks out. But this
Yeah.
is what I'm planning. I'm planning on these ideas, and all you're doing is you're just waiting. It's just a waiting
Yeah.
game. And a lot of people that are new traders just don't want to wait, because they're second guessing their analysis. They're not
That's true.
believing that it can be this easy. Like,
Or trying to
we're at a
see it all the way
support.
through.
Yeah, it's like we're at a support. It's just not going to break and going to go up. Yeah, more than likely that's what's going to happen. Like, you have to
Yeah.
accept for an instance that you know what you're doing. Like, I mean,
I
and that's
understand.
and that's where, like, you know, when you have years of experience, you know, your confidence is there. It's just like, okay, I just got to wait. Like, I'm comfortable waiting because I know I'm going to get what I need out of the market.
That's very true. I agree with that, and I feel like, you know, just in my beginning years, that was probably the worst thing for me to do was wait. So I used to be like a scalper. A lot of people know I started with like binary options. So my thing was like 5-minute, 10-minute expiries. So before I came over to Forex, I'm so used to the 5-minute, 10-minute, you know, expirations. I'm like, it's just not happening in 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know, and then I would look at people's phone, and then the shit would just be lighting up and just floating. And I'm like, damn, so you could just grow your account just like that? Because I mean, I'm out of the market in 5 minutes, so I missed the whole move. You know what I mean? So it's like I was right, but I just wasn't in the entire move. So I feel like once I finally got over to this shit, man, and really start just letting my trades run, that was like the turning point for me. But let's give these people some inspiration, man. Tell me something. Like, what was your turning point with Forex? Like you got in, I mean, you bumped your head a few times, but what was that? You know, what was that moment where you like, you know what, you know, I'm finally able to go to that next level where I finally felt like, you know, I made it out of the non-profitable threshold and I could do this thing consistently. I just, you know, I want to know, maybe Roger, you first, you know, or Uncle Ted, you first.
Okay. I mean, for me, I because I'm obviously a little bit older than everybody, I had already done a lot with risk management when I was, you know, I was playing cards and things like that. And I understood that. I think the biggest thing that I learned throughout my life is understanding who your opponent is in all aspects of your life. So, you know, I was working, you know, in corporate. My opponent was my boss and other coworkers, because they're preventing me from getting what I need. And that's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing to have healthy competition with your coworkers or your boss, but you're like, okay, I'm on a team of 6 people. There's only one promotion. What are those people doing to impede my progress? And what can I do to then, you know, sort of supersede that and actually become, you know, and get that promotion and put myself in that best position? And when I started to have that attitude, and I mean, it was also through playing sports. Like, I played basketball, high school, university. You know, you start to understand that where you're always looking for that edge. It's like, I wasn't the biggest guy in basketball. Like, I wasn't the strongest or the tallest, but my IQ in basketball was there. Like, I was able to recognize what these guys were going to do. It's like, okay, I know that guy is going to probably play the post hard. So if I can draw him out of the post, that means one of my players can go and make a basket, because we've drawn the big man out, right? So that was my job. Like, I wasn't getting points. I was getting rebounds and assists. I was getting maybe 6 or 8 points, but I was drawing the defense out because, you know, they had to cover me because I was a big man. So it was one of those things. So when, you know, you look at FX, it was the same thing. It's like, okay, well, who's my opponent? Who's making the market move? And then asking the question, why? Like, why is the market moving the way it is? Like, what's happening? Who's doing this? And then it's like understanding and picking spots where you're like, okay, we've seen the market hit this price level so many times.
Yeah.
This is an area where I have to watch, and, you know, if it doesn't break up, we're obviously going down. And for me, you know, I looked at the market and it's like, it doesn't get harder with more money. And that was the
True.
biggest realization for myself is when I played cards, as you go up the limits, like, you know, you start off with playing $1, $2, you know, I play 25, 50, 100 now. Like we play, you know, minimum buy-ins like 5,000, max 50,000. So it's
Okay.
a bigger game, and, you know, you play it and it's like, yeah, some of the players are better. You know, obviously you have just players that have a lot of money that aren't that good, but
Yeah.
like people understand the game. Like you don't have to explain to somebody, oh, it's your turn to act, or, you know, it's your turn, you know, like the full house beats a flush. Like you don't have to, you know,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing now. When I went to the markets, it's like, wait a second, if I can do this with, you know, $3 lots, I can do this with $10 lots. It's the same thing.
That's very true.
It's just, okay, I'm risking, you know, maybe $1,000 or $1,500 instead of $300 or $500 now. It's like,
Yeah.
once I'm comfortable with that and I know what I'm doing, like for me, truly FX was a game. It's like, well, if I know the market's going down, time to, you know, put a heavy amount on the market going down and manage my risk, right? Like
Either you're gonna be right or wrong.
right, that's exactly it. Like, but I was never hesitant. Like a lot, I see a lot of people struggle with this, is they struggle with execution. I never
Yeah.
struggled with execution because it's like, man, you just gotta go. Like, you know, you get pocket aces and you're sitting at a poker table, guy goes all in for 20,000. Yeah, you call. Like if you're not if you're hesitating calling when you have the best starting hand,
Yeah.
you can't play poker. That means that you're playing above your bankroll. It means you're not confident in yourself.
So go to the kiddie table.
Yeah, you have to drop levels. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing with FX. It's like, you know, it's go time. People are like, oh man, you trade 50, 100 lot. It's like, yeah, because why not? Like if I'm
understand.
gonna be in the market and I have the financial means to do it,
Then
why
you
am
might
I
as well
not
make the
taking
money.
that? Why am I not taking the most out of it? And then, you know, the major psychological hurdle was, holy shit, I'm actually good at this. All my friends are working 9 to 5 in corporate with me, and now I'm
Yeah.
suddenly making more than they are. And it's like, well, my lifestyle changes because I didn't grow up with money. I don't have friends that have lots of money. It was just more of like, so now what do I do? Like,
I understand.
I'm the one hanging out by myself essentially, and it's like, okay, you know, and as now other people are coming up, you know, people are experiencing the same thing, and we have like a community of people that are doing well for themselves. So, you know, you can bounce ideas off of people, you know, there's opportunities and things like that. But at the beginning, it's a hard road because you're second guessing yourself. You're in a social circle where everybody's probably in the same sort of situation,
like a mindset.
yeah. And once you break out, you're like, okay, like, is this for me? Like, is this really happening? And then the toughest part on top of that is now dealing with people that don't have that mindset. It's so limiting. Like, now I recognize people who limit themselves. I can just tell by the way they speak that they're limiting themselves. I don't hear the word can't anymore. It's like, okay, let's figure out a way we can get there. Like, there's no word can't in my vocabulary anymore. It's like, I can't do that. No, I can probably do that, but I have to figure out a way. Like, what's the solution? And a lot of people don't have that because they're stuck, and you haven't broken that mold. And once you break that mold, you'll have that same sort of drive. And it's the same reason people wake up and they're like, oh, I woke up late for the stream, or, you know, I slept in, I did this. It's like, you don't want it bad enough because you haven't experienced the success. You haven't experienced the positive impact it has on your life. And then suddenly you want to wake up early because you're like, man, I got a lot of stuff to do.
So I'm trying to get to that baggie.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like,
gotta get it now.
Like, you know, it's like the gym. I want to get stronger. I want to get physically fit. I want to eat properly. I want to build businesses. I want to build, you know, community. I want to do all this stuff. It's like, that's a lot of hours in a day you got to put out there. And if you're waking up at noon or 1 o'clock afternoon, you've wasted like 7, 8 hours already.
Day, bro. And I used to get on my little cousins about that shit, man, so much. And like, it really fucked me up because like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, how could you sleep this long? It's like, I've been up all morning, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I would go back and, you know, like, that was when I was staying with my grandma. I go back and, you know, everybody's still asleep. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how is this even possible?
That's kind of like my why when it comes to like bodybuilding and nutrition. I'm 27, but I've been through a lot, you know, since I was 16. But, you know, I've been locked out at least 4 times already. I did, you know, 30 days in jail. Yeah, a lot of shit, but whatever. So water under the bridge type shit.
I
right?
understand. Say no
So
más.
I opened up my own business here in New York, which is a meal
Okay.
prepping company, just to help people how to know more about nutrition.
Okay.
So right now I'm not open because of the whole Corona thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it on Instagram. It's meal prep culture.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna tap in too. Shit.
and basically because of the whole Corona thing and the gyms being closed, I kind of got into like a depressed state. But I will still wake up every morning, get my ass out the bed. If you see my bed's always done. People always asking about it. Why is your bed always done? So yeah, basically, you just gotta go through it, man. I can't be, saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. At the end of the day, you're gonna get back to your original shape, regardless what struggles you go through.
Yeah. Shit, I had a hard time doing the bodybuilding shit too. Like I'll go to the gym. I feel like it's because my nutrition is all fucked up or something like that. Like I don't know. Like I'll go to the gym, I'll do a little bit, and then I'll be like, this shit's not working.
Yeah.
Some shit. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
It's probably because you
maybe
don't
I
have
gotta
like
learn-
a set routine, maybe.
Yeah. So I gotta approach it differently, huh?
Right. Like you gotta know what muscle group to work on first, and then jump.
So
on
this
the
shit's
next
like
one.
a science.
It is a whole science. Like the nutrition part is the most important part, to be honest.
Okay. Because at first I used to go to the gym, I had shit nutrition, so it was like the complete opposite. Then I had good nutrition, and then stopped going to the gym as much. You know what I mean?
Right, because you thought that the nutrition part will make up for like you not going to the gym, but no, it's gotta be like in synergy.
I hear you. Have. I'm gonna get on
Yeah.
it though. I ain't gonna cap shit. Health is wealth,
Say less, bro. If you need help, let me know.
For sure. Roger over here doing fucking 4 plates and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up there, man.
No, the thing with me was when I first started, before I did trading, I was doing door-to-door sales. Like some people may not know this. I was doing door-to-door sales, and it was no hourly paycheck. It was straight commissions. Like you made a sale, you got paid, and that was it. And I think that the discipline part partly came from there because we were supposed to knock on 100 doors, right? So most guys would come on the turf and they'd knock on maybe 10 doors, they hear some no's, and then they just okay, that's it.
Give up, huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
I gotta go home. They'd go home, but the real ruthless savages, they would continue. They would start at so we would start at 10 a.m. and we would not stop knocking till 8 p.m., sometimes 9 p.m.
So you guys was in the game for real.
We were in the game because I remember the first month of me working there, I made zero sales, zero money.
Okay.
So I would come home and the guys at home would ask me, hey, did you make any sales today? Mom and dad would ask me, I'm like, no sales today. Oh, go get a job. What kind of job is this? You're making no money. But I'm like, listen, every sale I make, I'm going to make $1,200 per sale. So realistically,
it's so much more worth it than going to apply at a lot of places.
Yeah. Exactly, right? So I was like, all I got to do is make 3 sales in a month, which shouldn't be that hard, and get a nice paycheck, So they're
very true.
Yeah, and the idea was that, okay, now they haven't really been through that, right? So this was a new idea to them. They were looking out for me. That's why they were saying, hey, go get a regular job because we don't want to see you go through this pain,
I understand.
And what most people don't understand is that going through this pain is what sets you up for other things in life. So
very true.
First month, nothing. Second month started. First week, I got a sale. I remember I walked out of the house. I sat on the bench. It was raining, and I just started bawling. I started bawling. I was like, I can't believe this. This is real. This is real.
At the end of the day, somebody's gonna answer the door.
That month,
like I said yesterday.
Bro, that month I closed with $10,000 in sales. So my pay came up to 8,000 something, right? That first month. Yeah, and that I was like, oh wow, you know what? This
could be what I need to do.
This is it. Either I can spend X amount of hours working to make the same amount, or I can sell X amount of stuff to make the same amount.
I like that the concept right there. It was actually I feel like it was a lesson what you were saying when you were speaking about either you could work the hours or you could sell. You know what I mean? And bro, I think that was just the gem of the day right there. Just for a lot of people, just because shit, that's so true. We could either sell our time or, like you said, shit, you figured you could literally put the same amount of time in and then make more. But regardless, you're still gonna have to exert that time somewhere. So it's where you want to put it,
Yeah, exactly. And then what happened was then we started making sales, and then I partnered up with my buddy, so he was in the same business. So we opened up an office, right? We opened up an office. We had 20 agents working for us, right? So now the deal was that every agent that was making a sale, we were getting 1,500 commission as managers. And then the agent was getting 400 per sale. So now you have a young guy coming in the sales industry, and he's making 400 per sale. That's a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
So
hell yeah, it is.
and then I got into trading because our operation got so big that after 10 a.m. I had nothing to do. Like all I did after 10 a.m. was to just micromanage people in the turf, and that was it.
Yeah,
And then I
got
was looking.
bored.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was looking at Instagram, and I saw this guy with the golden Lamborghini, and I was like, what is he doing with the gold Lamborghini? Like what? Like why would
Yeah.
someone want a gold Lamborghini? Like that was my mindset, you know.
Yeah.
And I looked into him and like, okay, he's doing binary options, and then like and then I started investigating more, and then I found Ted, and I looked at this guy. I'm like, man, this guy's because like at that time I was making good money,
Yeah.
for my age and everything. I was making good money, and then I looked at this guy. I'm like, man, this guy's making 3 times more than me in a day. How is this possible? Like I consider myself like a big
Okay, yeah.
shot. I'm like, he's even bigger. So
Yeah.
that's how I got into trading because like that was the curiosity that okay, if maybe this is another way that I can make more than I'm making now in
Yeah.
even less amount of time.
I understand.
So that was
I
the
understand.
entire rush, just to kind of like start making more in less amount of time so that then you can have time to do some other things.
I understand. That's dope, bro. I like that backstory on how you guys started. That's tight as fuck. Like I never really knew your backstory or why you were passionate to get involved. So it's like we get on here and we get to learn about each other. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
feel like that's hella dope, man.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because like I'll never like now when I look at things here and there, I see that like every like 90% of so-called successful people on Instagram,
Yeah.
at one point they were dead broke, and
Yeah.
and
Shit.
I don't know, man. Like these stories, like
I was gonna say 90% of Instagram is, bro. Shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight fronted, bro. Straight fronted. Like you have no clue.
Shit.
because when I started, I'm never gonna say that I was dead broke. I had money. I experienced money. I learned about it. I knew how to handle it. So
I understand.
when it started coming in from trading, I just started to look
Yeah.
at this. Okay, I have this money coming in. How can I find ways to park it so it can grow more?
I like that.
Right? Because like yesterday we were talking about like if I was young, I wouldn't be doing things with money than what I'm doing now. Just like you talked about yourself last time when you were here. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, first time I got myself a Rolls Royce, but now
Yeah. Like I just went stupid, bro. You know what I mean? Like, but now like my mentors, they kind of like, and it's dope that I feel like, to be honest, I feel like you got to have a mentor on every level. Like even Oprah Winfrey has mentors and people in her circle that are letting her know either this shit is right or it's wrong. So like a lot of people try to escape that whole, oh, you don't have the mentor. Like, bro, if you don't, like, it's just going to be hard to grow to the next level because either that mentor is going to come with like resources or some type of knowledge that'll help you get to the next level. So I had mentors that kind of stepped in and, seeing what I was doing, it's like, well, okay, you're making bread, but you're hood rich. And I'm like, well, what's that mean? Like, well, Tyler, you need to get your shit together over here, over here, over here, and over here. Like, did you cross all those I's and dot all those T's? Like, nah, I didn't actually. Okay, well, let's go all the way back to the beginning and start from here, and then let's work your way back up. So, I had people who kind of came in and, gave me that seasoning, especially with the money coming in and stuff. So it gave me like the seasoning to really help me get my mind on track. Because, bro, at first I had like I had an African American mentality, the normal one. You get a bag and you blow it, like. You know what I mean? And then with this shit, the money comes in so fast. Like, bro, you don't really necessarily keep track of what's coming in or coming out. Well, at first I wasn't, because it was just boom, it comes in, spend it, come in, spend it. And I'm like, God damn, like I gotta keep working. Like now this is a fucking job. You know what I mean?
Let's not quote him on that African American mentality right there.
Yeah.
Kevin's like, yo, hold up.
Come on. Especially down in Florida.
Man,
Wow.
so that was like my thing for a minute. And, like to be honest, it took me so long to get out of it because just growing up, like, I don't know. It's like when we get it, we want to go back and flex this shit off, bro. Like, you know, and at first, like I did all that already. And then I didn't really get anything from it. Like, boom, drop top through my city, boom, music extra loud. Like, all people want to do is either A, fucking take pictures, or B, drive slow as hell in front of you. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's like, okay, I've done it. Now what? You know, like my fulfillment now, it's like, I don't know. I got a passion for really like, I'm just trying to create a lot of shit. Like, you know, so at first that was the passion though, like make the money and go shit on people, you know, because like when you don't have like that's your mentality, you know, and like I'm just happy that I'm finally out of there and that I've grown, you know, and like I'm finally like in a mood to where I'm like, I'm more adamant to help now. You know what I mean? So I've been more open to just fucking with people, man, helping and you know, really collaborating. So like I remember you had me on here like a month and a half ago, and what I like about you guys, man, is you stream live every day, Monday through Friday. And to be honest, a lot of people cannot do that shit because you're gonna be able to see their flaws if they keep coming on every single day. You know what I mean? Like if we watch you for a week, if we watch you for 2 weeks, like you'll start to be able to develop patterns and stuff like that. You watch somebody for a month and shit, you damn near know them. Like imagine waking up and watching your favorite show every morning. Like you can't tell me you don't know this person. I watch you every morning for 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I feel like, you know, shit, that's what's going to, you know, truly help. And yeah, you know?
Yep.
Hell yeah. What'd you guys eat for breakfast this morning, man? Mac probably had 2 tomahawk steaks.
Nah, man, I just had some egg whites and some rice.
Okay.
Chilling. I'm trying to lose some weight right now.
Or what were you like, 220 right now, bro?
I'm at 208.
Yeah.
Cut down to 190 because I really want to compete again. Yeah.
Bro, what? Okay, so I got this question. How come everybody who does bodybuilding, nobody wants to be heavy, bro? What the fuck is this? Like
the thing about being heavy is that you retain a lot of sodium, so that's when you look bulky and heavier. Now, once you start losing all that sodium, that water retention, you start getting more dry and more cut, you know, more vascular. And that's what you want to show on stage. Let's say you want to compete on men's physique, bodybuilding, you know, classic physique. You want to show that that symmetry, right?
Yeah,
I compare, you know, it's kind of like trading. Like you want to be perfect at it. You know, you want to have that perfect symmetry.
Like all the cuts and shit. Okay,
right. You know, that V shape. You know, big arms, big legs. And when it comes to like weight gaining, first of all, you want to gain weight in order to build muscle.
But it's like the right weight, huh?
But of course, the right way. You know, you have to eat the right amount of carbs, the right amount of protein. You know. And depending on your weight and height, I just eat a lot and go to the gym and work out.
And that's what I thought the game was.
Yeah.
Discipline, like it requires. I think it requires a lot of discipline.
A lot of discipline, right?
Yeah,
I feel like that's something I want to get. My bad. Go ahead, Roger.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying, I was just saying that's something I'm about to get into heavy, bro. Just back on the whole gym shit, just because I really feel like health is wealth. You know what I mean? And I won't say I eat the healthiest foods all the time, because shit. But nah, for sure, I need to definitely get on it. You know.
It is, bro. Like once you're done with the gym sesh, like you worked your ass off, bro, and you go back to your house, you feel so clear-headed.
I feel you, because you let all that energy out.
Yeah, all that anxiety, you just let it out. Just poof.
I'm with that. And Roger, your idea was right with gold, bro. That shit played out pretty perfectly. What was that, like 50 pips right there? 50 pips drop. For sure.
Yeah, you know, I was hoping it would like retest here and continue bullish.
Yeah.
It came back down. This is Freaky Friday over here.
Bro, it's always Freaky Friday, man. You know, it's always Freaky Friday, you know. And really, to be honest, I used to try to trade every single day, bro. Like I don't know, that used to be my thing. And now, I don't know, like I'm able to sit on my hands really. And like this morning, like I said, I took one trade this morning. NASDAQ buy, nothing else. I'm not fucking with nothing else. Like it, because I feel like Forex and trading is not how much you make, it's how much you keep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true. I also think like at the same time, all these platforms, bro, I've been a big believer of this. All these platforms are meant for you to fail, right? Like, yeah, man, trust me. Like you have MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, you have cTrader. Man, you can risk your money within a fraction of a second. You know, it can also be from a thought, like you look at the price, you're like, okay, it's coming down, it's got to go up. Let me take a buy right here real quick. You know,
telling you.
And there you go. Your money's at risk. right? Your money's at risk. Then you have news events, right? These platforms allow you to take trades on news when spreads are fucking
they
high.
do.
You know, and when spreads are high, and then you wonder, why is my drawdown $100 on a one lot? You know,
Bro.
because
you get a hit with the commission, which is $21 plus the spread. Like,
yeah, plus the spread, right? So I mean, that's why like I tell guys, hey, like, you know, if you're going to use these platforms, you need to have some sort of control on yourself. You know, like if you're like, once you move into the third and the fourth trade, then you're moving into that over trading category. And man, those guys, they're the 90% of the bunch who never win.
So I got a question for you, and I feel like this is gonna help the audience and the viewers watching. How do you prevent over trading?
Just have something to do in your day. That's it. Just be busy.
Now I got a question. Does it always work? Yes or no? Like, do you ever get the itch or the urge to be like, oh, let me just check? Like does that ever happen, or are you able to be like, you know what? When I'm done, I'm done.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
Like I'd say like up till like 5 months ago, it was still like I'd look at the Asian session, I'd try to take a trade, but now it's just straight New York. And I think
I understand.
I think the big part of that has been me starting a family too. Like I have a son, he's 2 years old. Yeah, so
you do have a son, okay?
Yeah, so in the evening time, my time is just controlled over there. So I can't even look at the charts. I can't even do anything else because you know, now my life is set up in a way that I know from 6 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning, no one's going to bother me. Yeah,
I understand.
So right now it's like a job where I come in the morning, I make my money, and then I go about my day.
And what's dope about like I said, what's dope about how you have everything set up is like you stream live every day, bro. And like I said, like, bro, to be honest, even though I feel like it's easy for us to kind of get on here and do because we're used to it, like it's really the hardest shit ever, especially with Forex. Like to get on here and you just calling shit out, like, you know, captain, like a captain on a ship, just shoot, like, you know what I mean? So it's like to be able to do that, bro. I feel like, I mean, really that it takes a strength and a talent. Just because, like I said, it's live, so it's like you know the people who do this shit and who don't do this shit. This is that. So it fucked me up when talking shit, I called you out. I'm like, but the dude is live Monday through Friday, bro. Like if you weren't live, okay, we could argue with this shit. You might be able to go back and forth, but like all you have to do is really come check you out, bro. You know what I mean? And we check you out and we see you fucking live and shooting the ball, and then it's not about it. Forget about what you're saying. Let's look at what the community is saying. You know what I mean? So that's how you're able to judge, not necessarily judge a person, but that's how you're able to kind of judge, you know, the surrounding of what's going on by just listening to the community. Nobody's complaining, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like first that video came out, it was kind of like a stab in the back because, like, you know, we had her on the live stream. She came on. We listened to her rant about like
we
Mars.
treated her well. We treated
Those
her
magic
super
glasses.
well.
Yeah.
You remember those magic glasses?
Yeah. We let her talk about whatever she wanted to talk about, and that was that. And then a month later, I see an expose. I'm like, what? You know?
Yeah, like a backstab.
Wolves in sheep clothing, man. It's ridiculous. And that's the thing with the whole Forex community that I've kind of been it's the reason I kind of went to my own and start doing my own thing. It was just the drama, bro. Like the thing is, we can get in, press the button and make this money whether you know it or not. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't even matter, bro. So I feel like when you have people like us who are willing to share and willing to be like, hey, we'll fuck with the community, you kind of just got to take that and just be like, damn, they're actually fucking with the community. First off, people charge thousands, tens of thousands for the information that we're giving people. Second off, bro, to get somebody who actually does this shit to come on live and do it with you, like, bro, man, they better appreciate that shit, you know?
That's a whole nother commitment right there.
Yeah. And then to do it every single day. Like, bro, at this point, it's not even about you. It's literally for the community. You know what I mean? So I rock with that, man. I think that's so dope, you know?
Yeah, you know, my whole... Yeah, go ahead.
I completely agree with you, man, because I've been in trading for over 12 years. And when I first started, there was the YouTube was just coming around.
Yeah.
for the little bit of information I had to dig through the rabbit hole just to find on YouTube when I first got started to open a broker, because I'm just like you, bro. I'm from the Black community. No one in the Black
Okay.
community ever talks about investments. They talk about, oh, how I could flip a brick, how I could get some yay and all
And
that
everybody
shit.
looking for the hottest, newest scam shit, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So when I first got started in here, dude, and I was telling Roger this yesterday, I used to work at Target, and a guy came in there and bought $100,000 gift card, a Caucasian guy, right? And I asked him, I said,
$100,000 gift card.
Yeah, he bought $100,000 worth of gift card. So I said, hey, what do you do for a living? He told me he's a trader, right? So I helped him out. I helped him out his car. He had a Ferrari. I think it was a Lambo or Ferrari. I can't remember, because this one I was like 16.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, that's what I want to do for a living. So
I
went to the rabbit hole and I looked up the information. I went on CNBC. They talked about equities, stocks, how you could short, how you could go long. Then I came across Tim Sykes. Tim Sykes at the time was charging like $1,000 or $2,000 for his classes.
Yeah. I remember, bro.
I mean?
Right at the garage.
So I LimeWire, I think it was LimeWire at the time, dude. I LimeWire his stuff, dude. Then I just skimmed through his website, kind of looked, I'm like, oh, what the hell is he taking trades off? Oh, Interactive Broker. So I went ahead and I looked at Interactive Broker. You know, I dig around the internet to find how to use the software. Like, no one teach me anything, dude. I have to dig through the rabbit hole just to learn how to take a trade. You know what I mean? So you guys have all this disposal right at the fingertips, and you guys don't want to abuse it. Like, Roger and Ted is right in front of you, dude. I would be in Ted and Roger inbox every day to the motherfucker.
But do you feel me?
Jump on the stream, dude. Here it is. Here's go free mentorship. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to dig for that information, dude. I lost thousands, hundreds of thousands before I was profitable. You know,
and you will.
You know, I'm a profitable trader right now, but I'm saying that if I had to do it all over, I'll do it all over in a heartbeat. But you guys,
would you do it the same way though?
Absolutely, because I didn't have the disposal at the time. But if I was in the same predicament right now, just getting started and I have this information in front of me, or someone like you or Corwin, anyone that knows about trading, and I'm coming in, I'm digging into it. Like my family members and friends, like, hey, can you teach me how to trade? I'm like, okay. You know, I say, I'll teach you.
Bro, nobody really, and to comment about that, bro, nobody really wants to, it sounds like people want to learn that shit, but I found out they don't really want to know that shit. Like, they just want the money aspect, and it's a big hurdle before you get to the money. You know what I mean? And it's, oh yeah, I see you making this money all fast and shit, and it sounds good until you know, like, until you know, like, yo, these guys been in this shit. They really do this shit. Like, so I feel like that's my bad. Not to cut you off. Go ahead. Come on. The
crazy part about it is, like, only a few of my family know what I do. Most of them think I'm just like, you know, I have a couple business and stuff like that. But the little bit of information that people that follow me on Instagram, or my family and friends that follow me on Instagram, they'll see it, but they don't know what it is. But when they reach out to me, like, asking to teach, I'm like, okay, I'll teach you. I said, I'll teach you next week. They never hit me.
I've already know it, bro.
Never.
Because they don't want to know this shit. They want what comes with it, which is the glitz and the glamour and shit. You know what I mean? But then that's life in reality. Like, I feel like that's why people go to the easy route, which is like, oh, I could just sell this bag of weed and I'm gonna just come up like this. But yeah, bro, that's a quick $40. Man, I'll get on this fucking MetaTrader right now, press 2 buttons and literally make that quick 40 plus some. But look, stress-free, in the house. I don't even have to talk to a customer. People got COVID-19 and shit now, so I don't even have to be out. You know what I mean? I can do it from the house. And I feel like, bro, I'm saying though,
there's so much ways to get money. Like, if people's like, oh, I don't have enough money to get in trading. Bullshit.
But do you feel me?
Bullshit. There's so much different ways to get money right now. There's Uber. When I was 16, when I had to get a job, I had to fill out an application. If I didn't want to work for someone, I would have driven an Uber. Like, dude, you guys got
but
Uber.
do you feel me?
You don't have a car. Okay, I don't have a car.
Nah, they could Uber bike and shit.
Rent one. Uber bike.
No way.
Dude, it's mind-boggling the different ways you can make money in this world. Like, to be broke is a sin right now. It's crazy. Like, it's a sin to be broke. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So Where I was going with this?
I was
before
gonna
got
ask you. I was gonna ask you. What was your turning point? With trading, because you said you had lost a few hundred grand and stuff like that. So, what was your turning point? What turned around your entire trading career for you?
Risk management, man. Risk management was one of the biggest thing that changed the game for me.
So before you go in, my bad, not to cut you off, but I was gonna ask before you go in, like, so when you first started, was it that you were trying to, get rich extra fast? That's why you took the L's first, or what was it?
No, it wasn't get rich extra fast. It was just like I had a winning streak of trader. My first week trading equities,
yeah,
I made like $7 grand. Then I went over to options. And I saw options and, people making tons of money. And I did like 40 grand or something in option. And I was like, whoa, but I didn't understand risk management. So I would hold the contracts till like the end of the week. Theta decay would eat up my profits and all that. And I just didn't understand, like, you know what I mean? Like I just say all in or all out, you know what I mean? So once I got to risk management, like the game changed for me, man.
I understand.
Risk management, man. Like we were talking about, Roger was talking about how the guy was taking a $2,000 account. He was risking 15% every day. And all he needs to make is 1%.
Yeah.
1% on 2,000 is $20. You don't make that in your savings account on $2,000.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to hear the money game. You know what I mean?
And just give it time.
Yeah.
Like, dude, 2,000. Like, if he made 1% every day, dude, for 5 days, that's $100, dude. Minimum wage don't even pay you that in a week.
And especially after they take the taxes out, bro, you for sure gonna be down to like $75.
$5, like, sure. You know what I mean? So like, they don't understand, dude. Like, yes, dude. Like, this stuff wasn't handed to any of us. Ted, me, you, Roger, Corinne, Mac. We had to grind for what we had, dude. You know what I mean? We had to grind for what we had, dude. We had more downs than ups, dude. But now the ups is overshadowing the downs. You know what I mean?
I'm with that, man. I'm with that. I do have a question for you guys. Like how, so like in the entertainment business, you know how the collaborations and stuff work, right? So you can, people, they reach out, oh, let's make a song. Boom, boom. I want to figure out how, like, cause I feel like we're Forex influencers and stuff like that. So how, I'm trying to figure out how we can make, better collaborations and stuff like that for the community, just because like a lot of people do look up to us and stuff. So in a sense, like we got control to help, grow the not necessarily market, but to grow, where it's going and stuff like that. So, what ideas, this could be an open question for everybody on here, or what ideas do you have in terms of like collaboration, so we could do more shit, so we can kind of, mix and blend the communities.
I think the number one thing is like the whole reason I started live streams was to just slowly start having guests on, right? Okay. And trying to get to the denominating factor that, okay, what are certain things that are common between the traders who, like, someone looks up to, and be like, okay, what's the common theme? Like, what do these people do the same? And like we've had so many guys on, like I've had Q Banks on, I've had you on, I've had guys from Hunting Talent on, NFX, like we've had a lot of guys on. And from what I've seen, the few things that I saw that were common between everybody was that their routine, right?
Yeah.
They all know exactly when they will be on the charts and exactly what they will trade. Because when I was coming up from my losses and when I was having like a downturn, I used to look at all the stories, right? So at one point, like I was losing money, like a lot of money, and I started to look at inspirational stories on Google, like inspirational traders who came back from losses. And the number one thing I saw was that everyone, they either traded only gold, they either traded only the US index, only oil, or something like that, right? So they only traded.
They stuck to one thing.
Stuck to one thing, exactly, right? Stuck to one thing. And then, like, slowly I started to get back on the grind. And then once the live streams really started to go on, and then I saw that, okay, people who were successful or who were profitable, if they were swing traders, they're only looking for swing trades maybe once a week, or twice a week. It's not like they're entering swing trades on 10 pairs for the week. No, it's
They got their one little thing that they go to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Right. And then we have you, like, you mentioned you only trade NS 100, and there was another one, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like this makes sense. So people who have been on the streams for the past, let's say, 4 or 5 months now, they kind of know what the theme is to be profitable.
I understand.
Focus on 1 to 2 hits a day. If you get it, you get it. If not, you come back tomorrow, right? Focus
I'm
on
with that, yeah.
Yeah. So I think as time passes, I hope the community grows. Right now we have 4 more New York streams running at the same time, live.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So like we've created a path. So I think
Okay.
we've created a path for other people to kind of like rise up and take that initiative to do the same thing.
I'm with that, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. So like my whole idea was to just, like squash this imaginary rivalry people have on Instagram against each other. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
dumb. Like we're all in
Bro,
the
it
same
really
boat.
is. And then the thing is, like, I feel like, bro, we all getting money. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we just stay focused and just truly worked on the creative side of this shit, like, because a lot of people do look up to us, you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, we have so much influence that if we just stay collaborating and making shit happen, well, the market will move to our beat, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what it is. Like, it's like, shit, you got people who are popular, and I guess that's like the CNBC guys and shit like that, but they're not Forex, they're fucking stocks. And it's like a few people who do that. And the thing so what I like about, this live and stuff like that is like, you're actually trading, you getting popping. This isn't like watching the news or watching TV or anything like that, where those guys are just kind of speculating after it's moved. Oh, the Dow's moved 200 points today. Yeah, but we've already ate off that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, tell the people, it may have moved, but somebody's already got fed. You know what I mean? So by the time they get the information on the news, like, it's already done. You know what I mean? So I like that, this is like a live environment. You can see it happening now. Oh, I feel like price is gonna fail. I feel like price is gonna break resistance. Like, bro, that's it, man. That's the beauty in trading. And to be honest, like I said, man, what you guys do for the community is just like, man, like people gotta appreciate this shit, man. To be honest,
Also, so it's and another reason was that every video I've watched, a YouTube video, except for the weekly analysis, like I know you do live weekly analysis, and that's all very nice and stuff. But like one thing that used to really bother me, that I used to look at guys and they would say, okay, like, you know what? If you entered over here, you could have caught all this move down. And see how amazing that was. Or you could have just entered at the tip of the wick right over here. You would have caught all the. But yeah, but man, like once this wick was forming, candle was going down. Like,
and that's the thing, and they're not telling them that the story.
What kind of prophecy are you getting from the 7 skies that if you
the 7 skies?
Yeah, like so that was one thing. Like, I wanted to prove that, hey, like, you know what? It's being profitable is possible.
I understand.
It's possible. It can be done, but it just takes time. Like some guys have been here with us on this stream for the past 2 years now, and they've seen
2 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like we've been streaming for 2.5 years, bro, every day. And
bro, how could anybody say anything when all the proof is right there, bro? Come stop playing with me.
Come stop, bro. If only on YouTube we had videos from last August on YouTube.
But do you feel me though? Still, if that's last August, that's 20. That's a whole year of content right there, though.
That's
you know what I mean?
Content, and every content is different.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing was like especially, I can't talk about anyone else, but like my entire personal development is all recorded through the live stream. So guys have seen me go from 1 lots up to 10 to 15 lots, and
that's tight.
And the only reason was just 1 or 2 trades, and that's it.
I'm with that. So usually when you go 10 lots, what's your stop? You do like, you kind of know in your mind you about to either make a few thou or lose a thou.
See, bro, right now what's happening is I'm really tapping into risk management, right? Okay. I'm really tapping into that because like now what's happening is like I'm making money, but at the same time I want to keep my losses as small as possible. And
I'm with that.
When I first started, people used to tell me that, hey, like, it's easy, man. Just keep your losses small and keep your winners run. I'm like, okay, how? That makes sense, but how? So now what I'm starting to do is like, okay, so let me walk you through this, right?
Okay.
Basically, so let's say if I enter sell at this point on gold, expecting it to drop,
Okay.
and if it's going to drop, I'm going to have my stop above the 30-minute candle, whatever pip size that is, right? Now, for example, if gold does not drop and if it starts retracing, I'm going to go down to smaller time frames, and if the candle starts breaking the high, I'm going to start cutting my trade off. Right?
So you're already trying to get out of there, okay?
Oh yeah, because I'm being impatient now with a potential loss. Because if this candle here starts breaking the high, then there's a probability it can continue up to break this high as well.
So
right?
you're truly not even letting the full loss develop. If you feel like it's gonna cut, you're just like, fuck this trade, I'm gone.
Exactly.
That's tight. I like that concept.
Yeah, because like instead of losing 100% stop loss, now you can lose maybe 60% of that stop loss.
I like that.
So now you've lowered down your risk on a 10 lot, on a 15 lot, but then
I got a question. Are you taking partials? Like, are you closing partials, or are you just letting you just chopping your whole, it's a bad apple and you got to throw it away?
Partials. I'm closing around 50% of the trade, right?
That's
because if it starts to go my way, because usually what happens is when people, close the trade because they're scared, it ends up going their way. Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm closing 50% because let's say I'm scared, and if it starts to go my way, then I can look at the price and then I can like add that 50% back on the trade.
I'm with that.
Rather than being scared.
Hey, that's a nice little strategy. That shit is tight, bro. Like, that's tight. Cause me, I'm actually the complete opposite. It got to take me all the way out. Like, I like to be all the way wrong. You know what I mean? So if like, it's like I go in, I know how much I'm losing already. Like, fuck it. I kind of scratch it off as like a L. Like, you know what? Fuck it. This is gone. Every time I execute, I know this is gone. Boom, 1,000. Fuck it, it's gone. 500. Fuck it, it's gone.
Yeah.
But then like my risk to reward ratio is I'm always trying to do like, I would say like a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, or 1 to 5. So I always want like 30 to 50 pips, or shit, if it allows me to get more, I'll take more every single time. But it's like, I'm only going to risk $1 to make $3 every single time. You know what I mean? But it's like I have that $1 in the back of my mind, and that $1 could be any number, but I'm using it as like a risk to reward, so people can kind of understand. Or I'll risk like $1 to make 5, or that's 1 to 3, or 100 to make 500, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like how my approach is to the game. But I actually like that style, bro, with just closing the partials, and it kind of gives you a gauge, because then it's like shit. Rather than me taking a whole $1,000 loss, like if I could just get out with 250, that's solid too. Like shit, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. Because like at the end of the day, like I think for new traders, we have to protect our psychology, right?
Yeah.
And our psyche gets a big hit when we take a full loss. So
that's true.
So in a way, I'm trying to instill this idea of be excited to manage risk. Right, to be really be excited about it, and that's where Magic Keys comes in. I've been trying to send you one, but you haven't sent me your address still.
I gotta get you the address. You've been sending it. I'm gonna get on that.
Let me say something. Let me say something about Rakeel. Rakeel nowadays, he doesn't get excited about the wins. He actually gets excited about how much money he loses on the losses.
Yeah,
like if it's as minimum as possible, he gets excited about that. Instead of being excited of I just got to trade in, you just got 10 pips, $1,000. He gets excited about losing $20 on a 10 lot,
So true, that's so true.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
and I tell him every day, I'm like,
that, man.
Yeah, we.
Hey, that was a fire little gold short you got too. That was like a little 20 pips right there too. Not to cut you off, Mac, but I was looking like, hold on, like shit.
Yeah.
My bad, Mac. I just seen that shit fall. I'm like, damn, that was a good little straight bro call.
And yeah, Magic Keys actually they do help a lot, bro. With the risk.
Hey, I'm down to help. I'm down to help promote it too. So definitely when Roger gets it, I'll be showing it off in the camera. Like I said, I'm with it. I like that you. I think you had a prototype on your Instagram, and I mean, what I like most is you developed it, and built it. So. Bro, that to me is dope, and it's the technology pushing the trading community forward. So I feel like that's a big play right there. You know what I mean? You're implementing like an entirely new style into what we're doing.
Yeah, it all started because I saw Bloomberg had their own keyboard, and I'm like, man, we're making money. Why can't we have our
Yeah.
own keyboard for Forex?
I feel that.
You know,
shit.
just like the Forex
Yeah.
industry can have their own, like, you know, like a music presence, like yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I'm like, why not?
I'm fuck with that, man. And really, like, to be honest, a lot of us have been, a lot of people have been definitely trying to, you know, move into that. I feel like it's got to be a lot of more Forex type of music type of shit coming out, just, going into the future, just because like so with the whole drug dealing shit, right? The shops kind of came in and knocked all the little guys out of the game. So anybody who was trapping on the side or trying to make the little side money and shit, like the shops came in and just, knocked them out. So they had to find a new hustle. So the new shit for us right now is like the whole Forex wave and stuff like that. And I truly feel like, man, that's what people are going to make music about, because that's what they're going to start living. Like they wake up and trade now. They wake up and, people make music about their life or make, stories or movies about their life. So, I mean, the industry is going to be interesting in like the next 10 years, just because if you look now, all of the movies have Bitcoin in them now. Like at first it was like drug dealing heists and they were doing it for cash. Now it's like, oh, we got to move it into Bitcoin and like, and so we're getting more and more digital, you know what I mean? As we go and grow just as a world. And, shit, I did have a question. So let's say the US dollar goes to shit, right? What do you feel about a US dollar coin or some type of dollar coin? Like, what do you feel about that coin that they're trying to bring out?
Dad covered that yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and the conclusion we came up to was that, okay, so now since, let's say, if the dollar does go to shit, and with all this situation happening in the world, like, with the virus thing, and because of the virus, some places you can't take cash now, right? Because that's like a hazard, right? So we were talking about how if you have different coins, like, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and all stuff like that. So these are privatized coins, right? That people already have. So our whole idea was that, okay, if the government is going to come up with something like that, if the banks are going to come up with something like that, they'll say, okay, like, if we're not going to use cash, and if we want a global currency, this is the coin that we will go with. And this is a coin you can use everywhere. And if you want a part of this coin, you need to substitute your own coins with this coin.
I like that.
So I think if you look at it,
have value.
It could have value, and also because, like, if you see that the banks, they run the world, right? And if banks don't have control over crypto, which people have, they wouldn't endorse that. They'll be like,
which is why they're not trying to endorse it now.
Exactly. And this is when people say, oh, like, we speculate, man, like, if bank is like the big mafia, the mafia is not going to take what people already have. They would want to make something their own.
Of course. And that's exactly what I've been looking at the development, and I don't know. I feel like I feel like they're gonna try to push everybody to a one world currency first. And then, like what you're kind of saying with the privatized coins and stuff like that, like, so Bitcoin is out of hand. And I feel like it kind of pissed a lot of people off because, well, how do you control it, bro? Like it's grown to the point where you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they've taken measures to try, but like, how can you control something that was designed to operate on its own?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's why a lot of people haven't really endorsed that shit so heavy. Like, you can go to stores and you'll see, we accept Bitcoin here at the stores, but you go to the bank and there's no, deposit your Bitcoin right here. You know what I mean? And then even with the Bitcoin ATMs, they're separate from a regular ATM, like literally. So I feel like in the future, we need to try to implement the technology. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. And I mean, we're looking at the dollar. It's crashing every single day, bro. And why is it crashing? Because people keep printing more and more bills. Like, so you're just driving our value of the dollar into the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, take a look at this here. We were talking about world debt, and then we went into a rabbit hole over here. So, yeah, let me pull this up here for you.
Okay. Well, Roger got you be in the game for real. Okay.
Yeah. Wait. One sec. There was another one that was just running. Oh, yeah, this one right over here. This is the running debt for countries.
Oh, shoot.
Bro, look at our debt, bro.
It's increasing. There's no way it's coming down.
Bro,
Right.
how is it gonna come down, bro?
So if you were if you were the CEO of a company, right, and your company consisted of these departments, right, and you know that all your departments are running in negative, what would you want to
Bro,
do?
every single one, dump the whole shit and start a new company, bro. It's time to go.
Right? Start fresh. And I think
Yeah.
the world elites, they look at this, they know what's going on, and they're thinking about doing this debt reset program and then introduce this one coin to say that, okay, we're going to go off of this coin. There will be no gold standard. Like gold is just going to be on its own. But
Yeah.
this is because, like, bro, there's no coming back
This
from
is
this.
crazy.
Like,
And then the thing is, we're in debt but see,
to ourselves.
we're- yeah, to ourselves and other countries, bro. America owes everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
We came up with this idea that for the world to come out of this debt, Earth will have to do some sort of business with Mars or Saturn.
Hey, you're gonna see Elon already making a bank in Mars. Elon
shit, I already know who they can call to broker that deal too, man.
Yeah, we already
Number
got-
one financial astrologist. Come on now.
Oh, we talking.
We're talking shit.
We're talking shit.
Telling you, bring talking shit on this joint. Go ahead for the man, for that good analysis, man. Get us
Man.
cracking.
Man, you cracked me up
NBA
with
young
that
boy
talk.
sister.
Hey, for real.
Jesus
Man,
Christ,
she
man.
said, can you
Hey.
prove it?
Nah, what's crazy though? So like the craziest part to me is this. So like I didn't want to do no like she wants us to make a she wants us to do exposed videos. That's kind of her thing. She wants us to make videos about her. But bro, so when I was about to, right? I've seen the first response and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna answer this shit. So I go to her page, but then the first thing I start seeing was the dislikes. So I see these dislikes go all the way up. It had like the video had like 200 something dislikes at first. So then I wake up the next morning, all the fucking dislikes are gone.
Oh.
And then it's replaced with likes. And I'm like, hold on. I remember last night this shit had X amount of dislikes, so they're all gone this morning, and now they've been replaced with something that I'm like, hold on, bro, this is some fuck, because I know she's attached to the media and all of that. So I'm thinking it's the
Come on,
news
click
station.
that, click that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking it's the news station that's doing all the shit on the back, because like you know she has the news station shit. So I'm thinking that's the news station trying to do their research, or I don't really know what the fuck is going on, bro. So. But I'm like, this is crazy. So that was the first instance with the likes kind of, the dislikes leaving and then the likes coming. And then I go on fucking Instagram, right? I'm looking through the follower account and I'm like, this shit is crazy because all of these followers come from Israel, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. Some Israel, some Asian stuff like the social blade, bro. I'm telling you that too. So it just got ugly, bro. And that's kind of what made me be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna pay this that much mind because like she got some other shit she gonna have to fix before she come at like, bro, we're like giants, you know what I mean? So it's like, and the thing is, I don't mind collaborating with anybody, So I'm gonna just put that out there. Like, I don't mind collaborating. I don't mind doing business or anything like that. But if you're gonna report something, just have your facts. Like, imagine, boom, oh yeah, Ty's doing this, he's over here. Okay, fuck it, you got me. But until you got me, you gotta have that evidence. Be like, look, nigga, we got boom from 9 o'clock in the morning. You was doing this, 10 o'clock in the morning. But other than that, like. Nobody gives a fuck. You feel me? Because like at the end of the day, bro, we just in this game trying to make bread. Like the YouTube shit, I feel like it's dope, but I don't even post on YouTube as much no more. I just post songs now because like that's kind of what I'm doing. So like at first when you used to look up my name, you see all this Forex shit. Now, like all my old shit is kind of blending in with the new shit. So you look at my name and you're starting to see more music, more of the shows, more of the stuff that I'm more passionate about. Now, am I passionate about Forex? I'm passionate to the point because this makes me money. But bro, like who gives a fuck? It's just money, bro. You're supposed to use this thing and start growing your community. Use this to try to do, different things and stuff like that. Oh, this is XPX. This is like somebody called this the retail Forex booty shaker song, bro. This is too funny.
Oh, this is 3D. Oh man.
Oh yeah, where you can move it around.
Oh my god, this shit wavy in the go. Oh my god, this shit ratchet and we on.
Hey,
Oh wow, this is crazy, man. This is 3D.
That shit fire.
So that
Roger,
goes
we got to
along
collab, bro.
with-
We
yeah,
got to
the
collab
bot
and start
dance.
doing shit. We got to collab because so my idea with this song. So people are trying to ask me where I'm going with this whole stuff and why I do the Forex music, right? So really quick. So what controls the clubs right now is, well, it's like drug dealer music and pop, right? Yeah. And I was just thinking, well, what's really gonna put Forex on the map? Like it's on the map, obviously, but what's gonna make it mainstream? Like for us, like for my community, bro, if it ain't the music or the movies, they won't listen at the end of the day. So I'm like, well, fuck it. We'll bring the strip club to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You at home anyway. So we'll just bring it to you and give you the entertainment. And not only are we, not only do you see the stuff going on and like the normal stuff going on, but it's finance. Like, so it's like, well, wait, what are they even talking about? So it's like, we're in a sense, like right now, like my community, like we kind of having our own little party because it's like, it's not necessarily a secret, but it's like, shit, we're lit and nobody really knows what's going on. So it's like, wait, they're making money and having fun doing music. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, that was kind of my shit with it, man. I thought it was dope,
Yeah, I know. We will just send me a beat. Okay. I record vocals. I'll send them to you. If you think they're good, put them up.
Yeah. Now let's do it. We gotta do a collab for the community, bro. That's just, I mean, it gotta be done. You know what I mean? So I'm with that shit, bro. I'm hella with that shit. You said I'm trying to fund the vision. So I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. They lit right now.
Yeah, this is our gulag over here.
He said, bro, this stream is crazy. Bangers only. Hey, let's get it. Roger has some bars. Hey, I'm rocking with the gulag. Let's get it. They're talking about debt and stuff right now too. Man, where you guys at, man? In the chat, go ahead, spam Roger's chat right now, man. Y'all spam the chat. I need you guys to, I mean, come on, where's your energy at, man? Where's your energy at? You feel me? Let's turn these people up. They need some energy, man.
No, bro. You gotta go on YouTube. You gotta go on the live stream. That's where I.
Oh shit. Okay.
The chat on the. That's the main gulag.
My shit. Hey, my bad.
I'd be the CEO of that shit,
Man, we've had. I'd
be the CEO of the gulag.
CEO of the gulag.
He said, please do some music on the stop loss. Yo, what's up? Oh, they going crazy in your chat right now, bro. What's up?
Yes,
let's go. Yes, they spamming that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I'm looking for, man.
Since the morning, we've had around 3,000 people here watching.
God damn. You guys go crazy, bro. And that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's what I was saying. You got 3,000 people that watch you every single morning, bro. Either when you're winning and when you're losing, like, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody can really, bro. Nobody can talk shit about y'all in this Forex industry, bro. It's fuck it. Come see you live.
Yeah, it just comes to you live. No copy. Yeah, you want to talk to us? You want to watch us? You want to judge us? Every morning, come live.
Every morning.
That's it.
Hey, no cap.
So for anybody else who got some shit to say, like, bro, you could come watch these guys live, man. You can come watch them live. You know what I mean? What I like about live is, like, if Roger was to sneeze right now, like, it would be live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it, he just had to, okay, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those, like, but it's live though. And that's the thing. So it's like, man, it is what it is, man. Nobody could talk shit, bro. He said, Tyler, please do rap song for Roger before you go. We trying to get the collab going right now, man. You don't see us talking about the collab right now?
Bro, what about the pot dance? Let's do it, man.
Oh, the Forex dance?
Oh, it's just that pot dance. It's like this.
Hey, oh shit. Hey, hold on. Okay, hold on. Because they said, hey, no cap. Look, how about this? Before you do it, let's ask the stream if they want you to do it. Let's get them turned up, bro. Let's see.
Look at that, bro. Look at the chat, man. Come on, stop playing with us. Everybody want to see you dance.
They want to see us dance. They want to see us freestyle. They want us to do everything. They said trade gang, gulag, gold crashing. Vince, what's up, Vince? They said Ty is too high, bro. I didn't even smoke yet. Come on.
He's on life right now.
Yo.
Man. You say hit it like the gulag. He said, let me hop on the track. Nah, we make Roger dance. All right, Roger, they want you to dance. They want you to dance, bro. Dance. Let's see the dance. They want you to dance, bro.
Roger, come on.
Oh, come on.
Nah, the only dance I know is that pot dance. No, you go like this.
That man be doing some TikTok dances.
What your mama gave you?
He said the Forex gets money on ways. Make Roger dance. Damn, everybody wants Roger to dance, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nah, Raj's been dancing with these markets
Let's get it.
this whole week.
Bro says shit, man. Matter of fact, I've exhausted my moves. I'm probably down like 50 points right now in NASDAQ. That shit flipped. I thought I was gonna be able to run it.
Yeah, shit was popping and it just went back in. Boom.
Yeah.
Pips will make you dance. Pips will make you dance.
Do some pop smoke dance.
And they I think somebody paid you to dance, bro. Hold on, let me see if that's what they said.
Oh no, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay, hit the like button. I was about to say, oh shit, somebody paid Roger to dance. Bro, gotta dance now.
That was me paying myself.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, you guys, if y'all want Roger to dance right now, smack that donation button, bro. Let's see what's really good. Let's see what's really good. Let's see what's really good.
Man, Ted's gonna send like $1,000.
Hold on, let's see if they do it, bro. That shit'd be crazy. Stop asking for my glizzy. Goddamn.
Stop asking for my glizzy.
Yeah, somebody. I'm looking at the chat, bro. Somebody keeps asking. Oh my gosh, bro. These people are crazy. So they either want you to do two things, either rap or dance, bro. That's what they're asking.
Yeah, I can rap. Throw me a beat, and I'm gonna spit some rhymes. And
somebody said $100 for a dance.
Hey, wait,
dance.
Gentlemen's club here.
Bro,
Full dancer, man. Come on, let's do
hey,
it.
and she actually had to dance for it, bro. They only asked you for 2 moves in 2 seconds, bro. What's up?
2 moves, 2 seconds. I got the pot right over here, and I got that other thing.
Nah, but I got a question for your gulag, and I know this chat's gonna go crazy. But what's you guys' favorite? What's your favorite pair, or what's your favorite thing to trade? Like, you guys know I like NAS and US30 and stuff, but you know, what's you guys' favorite to trade?
Listen, me know, right?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, we got GJ,
Gold, GU and GJ. Okay. Somebody say Lil Roger. Hey, say that's gonna be bro rap name. That's funny. $3,000 for Roger to dance. Hey, you gotta. How about this? Make sure you send it first.
Yeah, I don't want to get scammed over here. You know?
I'm saying, send it first. Let us see it in the chat.
Oh, we got AU SPX 500.
Okay.
XRP.
So you got a lot of currency. I've been seeing a lot of currency and a lot of gold. There go some XPX right there. Okay, German 30. I'm with that. Man, I love the vibes over here, man. The vibes are just vibes, bro. Yo, Roger, that was a fire sale if you would have got that. That was like 90 pips, bro.
Yeah, that was like a nice little
You
run
caught
over
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it before too.
But it's Friday, bro. Like, don't even, you know what I mean? Like, don't even trip, bro. It's Friday.
Yeah, we gotta ban. We gotta ban this guy, Joshua Lindsay. He keeps sending money over here. We gotta let this guy go.
Josh send another 100. Oh.
Bro, yeah.
So you better dance, bro.
Hey, look, bro keeps sending money because you making them bread. All the calls, man. You know, shit. Man's is happy. He said Joshua donated 3. The last 100 was for you to dance. Somebody said dance for the 100. Oh yeah, they on you, bro. They on you. It's not my stream, so Roger, they ask it. He said that was for the dance. Nah, no cap. They own you right now, Roger. Look at your chat.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna match that 100 with the 100 and just call it even. There we go. the request canceled. Cancel the request.
He overlapped it by a penny.
Yeah.
Yo,
man, you think you're gonna make me dance?
Yo, you guys, that is too funny, bro. That is too funny. Bro said, yeah, all right, hold on. Let me match it. I got something for you. Damn.
That's it.
Yo, Gulag. Yo, Roger is a savage for that, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Bro's too savage for that.
Make me dance, bro. I gotta stream. Nah.
Oh, somebody said
we got another 100.
Let's get it. Yo, let's see if we can run up like a bando and donos today. Y'all keep donating. Let's run that shit up. Run it up. Everybody else donate. Hey, fuck it. If Roger's made you any bread in the past 3 months, you need to donate at least $5. It was really good.
At least $5. Hey, let me match that.
At least 5.
Let me match that donation again. I'm gonna match that donation with another 100.
Let's get it.
There you go.
There you go. Cancel.
Hey, let's get it. He said cancel.
Cancel. Reverse Uno card.
Let's get it.
Holy!
I really appreciate you guys' energy, bro. Like the energy be so lit, man.
We got 650 in donations today.
Hey, y'all running it up, bro. Somebody said money on waves. Roger, bro, I gotta get you on some of this trade music, bro. I feel like I gotta get you on one of these songs, bro. It'd be too dope, man. Just for the community, bro. I got hella beats. So I mean, really, what type of beats do you like, bro? What type of beats do you like? I mean,
anything. Like
Okay.
the way how I do it, like I'm gonna write a rhyme on it and I like to flow with the beat. Like once I hear the beat, I write rhymes with the beat so that it's with the flow, you know? And like it's just like the whole science. Like the flow has to go with the beat. If it's not with the beat,
I'm with it.
It's just whatever then at that point.
He said that ain't fair, bro.
Josh.
Hey, so your face 640 said that ain't fair, bro. Using a YouTube check to donate himself. Do the dance.
No, for me, that's a write-off. You know, like any money is sent over there, it's a write-off.
He said it's straight to charity and donations, just so you guys are watching. The people who are watching.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. Ted got to dance.
Listen, Ty, man, you don't want Roger on your feature, man. You're gonna lose fans.
Dang, I'm gonna get him on there, bro. It gotta be for the community, man. We gotta do for the community. He said, "Yo, Ty, play a re-up on the hater." I mean,
Roger
shit,
raps like he's in the 80s.
But so we gotta get bro one of them old school joints. Then we're gonna get bro one of the old school hip hop. Hey, but to be honest, that's where the good music was at, bro.
Yeah, man, old school hip hop, man.
Shit, this new school shit, I fuck with it, but I'm talking some KRS-One, bro, some Wu-Tang, like some old school. That you feel me? You feel me though? Hey, to be honest, I like some old school Snoop Dogg too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, old school Snoop. That's when he was getting cracking, you know. He said them boys. If Roger Bell's Ty is not allowed to smoke for the day, Ty, play some music. I can't play any music right now. We're just vibing right now, you know? We're vibing right now. You guys, if you want to listen to music, you can go to my page, but we just vibing right now. Ty, play Forex Trader.
Yeah, we're just vibing right now.
We're just vibing.
Wu-Tang in the building.
I learned about Weeks on Live watching Ty stream. Now I'm in market fluidity. Database is awesome. Thanks, Ty, Roger, and Ted. Hey, congrats, Michael. Keep going. Keep doing your thing, man.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you here. Oh, wow. It's 9:45, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Usually,
this is the longest stream I've had.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm done the stream like 40 minutes ago.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. My bad. Well, shit. Y'all boys stay up then. Shit.
Be safe.
I guess until next time. You know. I guess until next time. I enjoyed myself. You know.
Well, guys, music only on YouTube or SoundCloud or.
Oh no, I'm on all platforms, bro. You just type my name up on every platform and look. I'm trying to do. Look, not trying, but the thing is, I do need the foreign exchange industry's help to push this Forex music. Like, I'm not making this shit so I can listen to it. I'm making it so we can have some dope ass shit to vibe and party to. Like, imagine being in a strip club or something and then the Forex songs come up, but like everybody knows about this shit and it sounds crazy, but like it's gonna get to that level. So now we're doing the same thing you were doing, but it's just like it's our music now. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna feel more like a boss when the song is about you. You know what I mean? You like, hell yeah, I'm fucking out here trading and grinding. Like it's the vibe. Like if you were writing, doing the dirty shit, like other than that, like I mean, you would be vibing to that. But I figure, man, we trade Forex. I see you guys in your Lambos and all the big houses just doing your thing, and you know you're into this, and we're trading and we're vibing, man. So that was the whole vibe with what I was trying to do. So when you can, press the play button for me, guys.
Sure, man.
No, it's awesome, man. It was really nice to have you here. I mean, like, you know, like normally I would say that, hey, like, you know what, like when you're having a good time, you don't realize how fast the time passes by. And like usually I'm done at like 9. It's 9:45, and for me it's like, oh god damn, we're way over time here.
My bad. Well, make sure we connect, and you send me the magic keys and stuff. I'll send you my info, man. And you guys, if you haven't already, are you sending your magic keys right now, Roger?
Yeah. So
they need to go buy that, bro.
Yeah, we will ship them out on Saturday. The link is in the bio. It's magic keys. It's also on the screen too. If you look at your stream on YouTube, you'll see the magic keys there.
Wherever you guys see it,
you see the link over there too, somewhere over there.
And then I see how you have it, your magic keys set up in the corner, bro. That shit is so fire, bro. That's so dope. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. But anyway, Ty, thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it.
All right, no doubt. You guys stay up and have a great day, man. And shout out to the Gulag, man. Shout out to Trey Gang. The people came and fuck with me. I'm gonna see y'all. Y'all have a great morning.
Bye, Ty.
What's a pleasure, Ty. Be good,
man.
All right, everybody, take care. Have fun. Don't overtrade on a Friday.
Off to the gym, boy. Let's
All
go.
right, man.
Go get it.
Enjoy, fella. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Safe.
sir.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, Jim.
Mac's been going to the gym for a week, and the shirt has came off now. After just 1 week.
Oh, man.
208, boy. Bye.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, man.